Studio today, Bill Burr.
Bill Burr sitting in for Jim Norton,
who had to fly out to the left coast to do Jay Leno, I think, tomorrow night?
Doing Leno?
It's Thursday night, right? Tomorrow night?
Why 2 nights?
Huh?
Why does he get 2 nights? Why didn't he just fly out?
He gets to do what he wants.
Why didn't he just fly out yesterday? Or tomorrow, I mean, yesterday. No, he's probably got to go down there. What does he do? He probably does a couple of spots somewhere.
Yeah, he's got to
warmed up. That's it. I would need like a week. There are these little rumblings going on that we're going to be on Letterman. Little rumblings. They've already spoken, and they're just figuring out a scheduling thing. And I can't deal with that. I can't fathom it. I can't deal with it on a base human level. I need a week off just to sit and lay in the fetal position shaking. I can't do that. I could get up.
That's the first level.
I could get up in front of a live audience when we do our road shows and things like that without a problem. I could get up with a band and do that. But there's something there's just that stigma with the Leno Letterman thing with going on those shows. We've done other shows, Donnie Deutsch. You go on a Donnie Deutsch, there's no problem. Hannity and Combs, I'll sit down and BS with the best of them.
Let's not forget one of our greatest appearances, the John McEnroe show.
The John McEnroe show, I believe 2 episodes before cancellation.
That looked a lot like being on Letterman, except for the ratings and except for the really good host. Because you had to walk out and wave like you would do on Letterman and sit on a couch.
When there's no audience? He had a live audience for that one.
Yeah, there was a live audience.
So we sat down and everything, but there's just
and they had to bust the audience in from the ghetto.
Oh, this is the worst.
So we come out, they introduce us, and there's a handful of people that know who we are, and they're losing their minds, and the rest are just toothless, clueless.
The rest, it's like warm weather, but they're wearing snorkel jackets and throwing up gang signs. I was petrified.
Whenever I do shows where I'm going to be nervous, what I end up doing is I literally have to work up a healthy level of hatred for the host.
Oh, that's something good.
This guy's going to think I'm going to suck, right? It's all my insecurities. And I literally have to be F this guy.
Right.
As I'm walking.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's what you do. It's taking the, imagine them in their underwear to another level.
To another level. Instead, it takes that superiority over you thing away. If you hate him, he's just another ass.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna, what am I going to do? Tap dance for you?
Exactly. Like John McEnroe. Oh, you won the U.S. Open. This ain't tennis, buddy. So the PA, is everything okay? You look a little weird.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
But there's that whole thing though with Leno or Letterman, which is just it transcends any other thing you've done. And I can't imagine, and I always have, for years, watching Johnny Carson growing up. It always struck me how do they stand back there behind that curtain when they announce their name and not just fall down and actually muster up the gumption to walk out on that stage with a smile on their face.
I think we just go out there and do it. Just do it.
Yeah, I understand that part of it.
And the first hacky joke, I'm going to go right into Letterman's face and go, that'll break the ice.
I'll never be back.
That'll break the ice. I'll show him.
I don't know.
How many people have said, I'll show him?
It's not that I don't think...
And then they eat their shorts.
And he just goes to commercial and comes back and you're not there anymore.
Not there anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring on...
and they don't even explain.
In a position of power.
They don't even explain.
You're the guest.
No.
I know, because you have to sit a lot lower. I see the tricks they do.
Is that true? Oh, yeah, that's right. What's his face?
You have to sit a little lower, so you're not in the power position.
How about hocking a loogie into his cup of water? That's a good one. Starts it off just like, hey, screw you. You're going to have cotton mouth this conversation, my friend.
I think we could develop a fine appearance for David Letterman if we sit down with the people and talk this out.
I think there's plenty to talk about. It's not that gets me. To sit down and discuss things is fine. That's easy. It's actually walking out. And
Maybe
waiting.
They can wheel you out like Hannibal Lecter.
That might be good.
Have you had a 2-wheeler?
It's that waiting before they call your name. That just is... I can't deal with it. I need I have
He's
to
staying
stand
up
there
at
going,
night.
I think he's going to implode.
I gotta go
He's
la
staying
la
up
la.
at night.
Oh, this has been torturing me ever since they said it.
I've been sleeping like a baby.
Torturing me.
At this point, what's going to happen is going to happen.
I know, but it's just one of those things. It's like a milestone moment in your life.
And that's crazy for me to say.
Sorry, Bill.
Because
we haven't all done it.
Dude, I'm not acting like I wasn't nervous.
Oh, okay.
You kidding me? I was just sitting there. I told you that the nightmare I had before doing that show. I went out on Letterman. I started bombing. And then I looked over at his desk, and my dad was sitting there.
Oh, that speaks volumes.
Oh yeah, that's like page one psychology.
Oh, you don't even have to know anything.
Letterman's
about it.
like the father figure,
of course,
of comedy, and you're still looking for the
flopping,
approval.
looking for approval, and failing miserably at what you're supposed to do.
Oh, just horrific.
What was your father doing? Was he going, "You stink"?
Nah, he was just sitting there looking at me.
Was he disgusted?
Yeah. I didn't know if he was disgusted. He was just sitting there looking at me, expressionless, and I was just up there in a suit, sweating. I couldn't see the crowd, and I just had I completely forgot all my material. That's like the biggest fear you have. What if I go out there and I forget what I'm gonna say, and then you have to block that thought out?
Yeah.
Like, stop it,
And do you remember what you're supposed to say right up until you say it?
What do you mean?
Sometimes, because
in real
I know,
life or in a dream?
Well, no, in real life, because I know singing with bands my whole life pretty much. There would be points where the band would start the song. I know the song, but I'm standing there going, "Oh my God, I have no clue what the first line of this song is." And the part's coming up where I got to sing, and I'm there in front of the mic. There's people, and I'm going. Not a clue. Oh my God! Is it that? No, that's the second verse. You idiot! How does this start? And then the second I'm supposed to start singing, it kicks in, and you're singing the song. But the horror that you're just going to be like, duh.
Oh yeah, it's like the longest 7 seconds of your life.
Yeah.
Who are you kidding? Our radio show's like that every day.
That's true. Just plunk the mic down.
I'm just sitting down at that desk in the other office going, God, what are we going to do today?
What are we going to talk about?
This is like the first time we've ever been on radio, but the mics go on, and then you just start talking about stuff.
And you figure if you've done it for 10 years or so, you're going to be able to do it that day.
I hope.
That's not going to be the day you go, the mics are on, nothing.
Let's go to Sean in Virginia. Sean, what's up?
Hey, what's up? Hey, when you guys go on Letterman, is Anthony going to do that gay little bow like at Jimmy Norton's HBO thing?
I'm never going to live down that bow. It's now immortalized on DVD.
Is it, though?
I think it is.
Oh,
That's the one they used?
You did?
Yes, I did the classic Renaissance type bow where you kind of take your arm and move it in a circular fashion as you bow down in front of you.
Right.
Like a yes, my lord kind
That's
of
right.
thing. I was giving Jimmy the tribute he so duly deserved on his big day.
Yeah, I thought you were mocking the bow.
I was mocking the bow.
I thought he was still. I didn't think you were actually serious. I mean, I know you have a sword. I didn't think you took it that
It's
far.
a rapier, my friend.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah, they're called rapiers. We
It's
learned
a
that.
rapier.
You
We
got a
learned
big
that on this
Stevie
show.
Ray Vaughan hat with the feather coming out of the side.
Yeah, I think I know what movie that is. Something starts in September.
Yeah, a guy named Don. I've
a
played for.
homeless guy.
No, Ant and I are preparing for our Letterman appearance.
Oh, really? When are you guys doing that?
I'd like to know.
August
August 31st.
Oh, that would be cool.
First.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That must mean Letterman's a fan.
No, it must mean
he's being forced.
it must mean we
to have
work
us
for the
on.
same company, CBS, and they're like forcing us down his throat.
Yeah, they have a lot of money invested in us, so they're forcing Letterman to do them a favor.
Oh, well, that'd still be
Yeah.
fun to be on there.
I heard rumor CBS might have lost a couple of bucks when they lost Howard in the mornings, and since we're on a lot of his stations, that they kind of want to push us.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be fun. Yeah, you guys should. It'll be fun to go on there. It's intimidating. Letterman's an intimidating guy.
Oh, you've done that show.
I've done it just a
course
couple
he
of
has.
times.
No, we know you have.
I know.
okay,
I'm teasing,
fair.
of course.
And any advice there for us?
I would just say, just prepare and to be loose. I mean, I think he likes just talking to somebody. I mean, you guys are so funny that I think if you can just kind of roll with it, obviously.
Should we drink beforehand? Like, not like get drunk, but just like a shot?
That's I always have 2 Heinekens right before I go on, just to kind of relax me.
God bless you, because that's what I planned on doing.
Yeah, I mean, don't get bombed.
No.
Half a roofie.
Just start dozing off.
Yeah. On the Jimmy Kimmel show, but you want to lose.
That Steve-O was great, though. Man.
Wow, what a clip that is of him just hammered.
One of the best clips. Let's say hi to Mike in Virginia. Mike.
Yeah, what's going on there, guys?
Hey, man.
Love your show, man. You guys are fucking awesome, man.
Thank you, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
When are you guys making the appearance on Letterman?
Ooh.
We're allowed to talk about this, right?
I think so.
I asked, and they didn't write back saying no, so we already said it on the air, and no one picked up on it.
Yeah, I know. I was amazed at that. It slipped out. I think everyone thought we must have been joking.
No.
Because it can't possibly be true.
Another reason why the CBS deal was so great for us, it got the attention of David Letterman and his people. I guess the writers of the show are huge fans of the show. Huge.
Yep.
And they got it done. And, yes, we're going to be on Letterman August 31st.
Oh, cool.
August 31st, your pals Opie and Anthony on Letterman, which is like,
great, man.
I can't even put it in perspective.
No, I don't.
I'm freaking out already.
Really, you nervous?
Yeah, but I talked to
Just imagine.
Luke Wilson on the phone about it.
Yeah.
And he said, down a couple of Heinekens before you go on. Don't get drunk, because you look silly. But just enough to, like,
you don't want to be
loosen up.
Farrah Fawcett.
You don't want to, Dave, but you want to be loose a little bit. I don't know how somebody that's, on the wagon does it. What do you do?
I know. TV makes me nervous, too. Whenever I do TV, I get a little nervous.
No, we need to do.
But
thanks,
what?
Mike.
Drugs?
We need to stack the audience. We need to get the O&A pass.
I'd feel a little more comfortable with a lot of pests in there.
Time to get your Letterman tickets for August 31st pass. I don't know.
Yeah.
They'll get some kind of campaign going.
That's a good way to get asked back. Have them in the audience.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Hey. Dude, that's why we love the pest. They
know how to be civilized.
They know how to play it.
And Norton's HBO thing, they were just on fire at the special. Here's the thing with Letterman, though. When you're doing panels, so you can't be real. Like, it's not like you got to go out and do a set. I mean, you could
I know,
screw up,
But you want to make an impact.
Yeah.
You want to be funny. You want to be entertaining. You don't want to be boring.
But you also want to appreciate the moment that you're on Letterman and not be too
that happens
prepared.
after.
No,
anything I've ever done that I've been throw up nervous at, I have not enjoyed doing. I've enjoyed thinking back on it. It's one of those things where it's like, except for like a blowjob. Let me talk about that.
But
the first blowjob ever. Taste in the mouth joke, Rich? You want to throw it at me?
No, I'm not going to heckle you.
It's one of those things where you're don't heckle me. You're so nervous that you can't really appreciate the moment.
Nah,
just happens.
I'm gonna take it all in, man.
Yeah.
Take it all
Believe
in.
it, I'm not gonna sit there like a fucking chattering fool. I've been nervous on every TV appearance we've done, and a lot of people have seen it and said, I can not even fucking tell you were nervous.
When you guys,
I fake it very well.
I hope we bomb.
When you guys,
that much more fun.
When you guys did Remember the 80s, you killed on that.
Right.
I mean,
we didn't even get to do that.
We did a clip show.
We did a rip-off of the 80s clip show.
We did a clip show. They liked us, and then all of a sudden
we did Donnie Deutsch.
They didn't even.
We did John McEnroe. John McEnroe.
That's like doing Letterman.
Just like it.
Can I ask
with crackheads in the audience?
Question?
Bonnie, of course.
Yeah.
What are you guys gonna wear?
The Boss Sucks T-shirt.
See, that's like I'll just have my girlfriend dress me. Because I don't know anything about wearing clothes. I don't know how to dress right without looking stupid. I don't want to look like I'm trying to be cool with my clothes, because that looks stupid, too. You got to just kind of...
I'm
wearing this. What the fuck am I going to do?
You can't go too casual.
I'm going to wear...
That looks silly, too.
I'm going to wear...
You're saying a tux?
I'm saying a tux.
I'm going to wear women's clothes.
A wedding dress for you.
Boy Scout uniform?
And,
Yeah, wedding dress, and I'll dress as a groom, and we'll be wacky jocks.
It's time for the
And that's another thing. You don't want to come off like wacky DJs.
Right. It's time for the Pest to get involved. Yes, it's happening, and we want a showing at Letterman, August 31st.
I think discussions about like our past, how we've gotten fired, things we've done that have gotten us in trouble, I think that's good.
Yeah.
Material.
If we do a few pre-interviews, it'll be a great appearance, because they're just talking about all the crazy crap we did. Letterman ends up doing monologue jokes about half the stuff we've done in the past.
Yeah, he talked about.
He loved the St. Pat's thing. He did like a whole week of jokes on that.
Really?
Every day. So he'll obviously mention that.
Slow news week that week.
He could talk
unfortunately.
He could talk about the Voyeur bus where we got in the way of Clinton's motorcade. He could talk about a bunch of things.
He'd probably talk about the walkover, how you go from one place to the other.
Oh, wow. And how we have a comic, Rick Voss sometimes. That.
Yeah, so just so we can mention your name.
Always looking for a way to.
I know. So,
all right, here's my biggest concern.
What?
The seating.
I don't give a
Who
crap.
sits where?
Oh, yeah.
Now, as a graphic or as familiarity with the show.
I have to sit closer to him. I know what you're saying.
No, not closer. No. I would have to sit in the chair next to him so that when you look at the screen, it's Opie Anthony.
That's fine.
So I'm sitting in the chair, and you're, what, on the couch?
No, they usually just...
You're in my lap?
It's a couch, so I'm just next to you over there.
There isn't, like, the chair and the couch, and then you move over?
You're sitting right next to him. I'll be in the easy position.
I want to be like Dean Martin with a drink and a cigarette.
And he's wearing lots of makeup.
Yeah?
So be prepared for that.
Be prepared for that?
If you want, I'll sit next to him. I don't care.
Maybe halfway through we should have a timer and halfway through switch. Or is that too wacky?
That's a bit wacky.
Like we couldn't decide who should sit in what seat.
You should do it one way and then the next when you come back on.
Yeah, there's going to be a next time.
I think it'd be more comfortable if Opie sat in Letterman's seat.
Oh, there you go. That's good.
All right, well,
give us time.
I'm getting excited.
Yeah, excited. I'm getting butterflies.
I want to say it again. O&A Pass, take it and run with it, man. We want a big showing at Letterman on the 31st of August.
We're going to this.
All right, why don't we play that? Let's say hi to Dan in Pennsylvania. Dan, what's up?
Hey, I heard Stern the other day saying that he could put the Ixnay on your appearance on Letterman if he wanted to, but he didn't care.
Go ahead.
Yeah, someone call up Howard and tell him if...
tell him Opie and Anthony said to do it. Go ahead. Yep. Because the truth of the matter is there's no truth to that matter. It just ain't... it ain't going to happen. What kind of juice does he think he's got as far as pulling CBS programming
Look, to be on Letterman is really, really cool, but we don't need it for the radio show. So if he could stop that, then stop it, Howard.
Go ahead.
We challenge you. Let's see how powerful you really are.
Direct
Because he says this shit all the time. So the O&A Pass, get a hold of Howard. He's still on the radio. And give him a message. Opie and Anthony say, stop our Letterman appearance.
He said if he put his foot down, he could have us taken off that show. But he wouldn't do it. No, we're telling you to do it. We're asking you. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's see what you're really about,
Let me
Howard.
see, because like Ope said, he always puts this shit out there, and then there's zero accountability to it. This, that, the other thing. Oh, I could do this. I could do that. I was up for this. I did that. I did. Well, you say you could pull it. You have people over there at the Letterman show. Go ahead, do it.
We dare you.
Do it.
We dare you.
Dare you.
Hey, we dare you.
Jeez.
All right, well, here's the clip that the guy brought to our attention.
Ross told me over the weekend that Opie and Anthony were going to be on Letterman at the end of August.
Oh, really?
And he asked me how I felt.
Really? She is the biggest phony.
What is that?
She knows damn well that we're going to be on Letterman. Got to make believe you're just finding out, huh? You're not like everybody else in radio where you're studying the landscape and seeing what this guy's doing and that guy's doing.
I hear they're going to be on Letterman.
Oh, really?
Oh, by Jove! Say it is not so. Come on, it's wafer-thin.
Ross told me over the weekend that Opie and Anthony were going to be on Letterman at the end of August.
Oh, really?
And he asked me how I felt about it. I said, who gives a shit? And he said, really? I said, yeah, I could have stopped that. Letterman called me about...
All right, listen, Howard, if you could stop it, I beg you.
Yeah, go ahead.
We give you the challenge. I dare you to stop it.
Not a joke, not a bit, not anything. Really stop it. Go ahead.
We have someone from the
Friday.
Damn. Billboard.
We're off.
Billboard Monitor is interviewing us today.
Yep.
A direct quote. We dare
him
to stop our Letterman appearance. Let's see how powerful he is. We dare you, Howard.
Because he cranks bullshit out like that all the time and never has to answer for it.
Call the Post. No?
Call everybody.
Call everybody.
Sue everyone.
Right.
Now, you know what's interesting? I've kind of
let's see what you're really about,
dissected
Howard.
this clip. Listen to how many different sources he heard that we were going to be on Letterman from. It starts out with he got a call from Letterman. Like, his whole fucking story falls apart. Listen to how many different people told him that we were going to be on Letterman.
All right, get David Hinckley on the phone, too. Can you?
Sure. Everybody.
We're giving quotes to the press today.
Get old corpse hand on the phone.
Get Linda Stassi on the phone. Tell her to stop brushing her mullet with a black cock and take that cadaver hand off her fat cunt of a face and get on the damn horn.
That's right.
Oh, like a face fuck her. I like to put on a monkey suit and give her a good face fucking. Awful post critic.
We're accepting all interviews today.
That twat.
Let's take to a Colorado hotel room with a pig mask on.
And I'll even do monkey sounds as I'm face fucking. I'll go,
Ooh, good monkey
as I
sound.
pump into her stupid, unwilling mouth.
Wait, get Richard Huff.
Ooh.
He writes TV, and this is a TV issue. We'll just sit here and wait for our interviews. We're waiting. We have a lot to say to the press today.
Hello? Is this thing on? Hello?
We'll wait. We got time.
We got plenty of time. We got till at least 11. We'll just sit here and wait. We got plenty to say today.
This is great iced tea.
Thanks.
Well, Billboard, come in here. I want to see what your quote is. I want to make sure you got the quote right.
Is this all right?
Oh, look at Kenny. Is this all right?
Thank you, Kenny.
A little kashi. It looks like a cup of soup.
Thank you. Mike, right?
Right.
All right.
Hey there, Mike.
You want me to read it back to you?
Yeah, Mike is doing an interview with us today for Billboard Minor, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Stenographer, could we please have that read back?
What have you observed today so far? Anything interesting?
You guys have a lot of fun. That's all. The whole thing is just a blast.
Okay.
Howard, I could have stopped Letterman's appearance.
All right.
Opie said, "We dare him. We dare him."
Hey.
What about
did I say?
What did you say?
I said this guy, Howard.
This guy,
write it down.
Howard,
pulls shit like this constantly with no accountability.
Shit like this constantly.
Hey, wait, you get a better quote than me.
I know, shut up.
No
accountability.
How do you spell accountability?
I have no idea.
I'm sorry.
And if it wasn't for myspace.com/Jim Norton.
Shut up, I'm not done with my quote. With no accountability.
We'll get to Jimmy next. Jimmy needs a quote, too.
We are begging him.
That's right.
To stop this Letterman appearance.
Can you go back to me?
Yes.
Opie says, "Bring it on, fuckface."
Bring it on, fuckface. Is that one or two words? Fuckface.
All right.
Make sure you go to the Stress Factory.
No.
All right, write this down. Are you a Jew? Jesus. I want Mel Gibson got press. I'm trying here.
Yeah, get us some freaking tequila. We got things to say.
I want to drink, drive, and bash the Jews.
Jimmy, your quote? Billboard Minor. Here we go.
I'm trying to eat healthier.
It's working.
Complete ass. We basically tell Howard today, let's see what you got.
Yeah, go ahead.
Stop talking a good game and let's see if you can get it done.
If you got on your show and said you could pull us off of Letterman, do it.
Do it.
What if he does it?
All right.
What if he does it?
He can't
do it. If he does it, then he is truly great.
You know what? That's the beauty of us, though. If he does, we look like complete assholes.
I really was looking forward to seeing you on the Letterman
show. But we're willing to put ourselves out there.
It's worth a shot. Let's see what he's got. Because we're so sick of his shit.
We're all in. We're all in.
Here you go, buddy.
We're going all in, my friend. You calling or you folding, fucker? You calling or you folding?
What do you got?
The World Series of assholes.
That's right.
Right here. And we're all in.
I got a 2-8 offsuit. What do you got?
See, I don't gamble like you guys. I say things like, I dare you to send a chick with a dick to my apartment prepaid.
What do you got? All right, we're ready for our next interview. Let's go to the phone. Who wants to talk to us next? Who do we got? Left messages for Hinckley and Huff. Great.
Great.
We have a lot to say finally, and no one wants to
not
talk
David,
to us.
John.
By the way, we're not bullshitting. We're not bullshitting. O&A Pest, get on it. Tell Manelli and Hinckley and the press what we just said.
We want the word out so he knows. Go ahead, do it.
Go ahead, do it.
You got the power.
Do it.
Do it.
We're all in. Do it. Do it.
My friend.
Or don't. Or think about it.
I want to hear the rest of that quote.
All right, let's go.
I felt about it. I said, who gives a shit? And he said, really? I said, yeah, I could have stopped that. Letterman called me about 3 weeks ago.
Letterman called
Letterman
3
people
weeks ago.
called my agent.
Letterman
said,
people called his
they were
agent.
getting a lot of pressure by a certain person over at CBS to put Opie and Anthony on the Letterman show. And
so this wasn't a Dave idea.
No, Dave's not necessarily a fan, or maybe he is, I don't know. But
cover yourself.
They weren't into it. They said they were receiving a lot of pressure, but if I put my foot down, they wouldn't do it. So I said, I'm not going to do that. I don't care. Anybody who wants to go on Letterman. Letterman is not my show, and I don't control the Letterman show. And I'm not looking to control the Letterman show. Put on whoever you want. They said, well, will you stop doing it then? I go, no, I'm not going to stop. I mean, you've had other disc jockeys on the Letterman show. Go have whoever you want. You've had Imus. You've had Mad Dog Russo. Mad Dog and Russo show.
Oh, really? Who's that?
I don't know. That's the one. Gary told me that.
Christopher Russo.
Mikey, the son of a bitch can't even get off fucking show straight.
Don't concern yourself with me.
But
I really don't care.
But Howard, you said you could stop it. Enough of your talk. Enough.
Yeah.
Do it.
Put your foot down
Do it.
like you said.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
We call you out. We are all in.
We're all in. Are you?
Fold or call it.
Are you in? Are you? All right.
No.
All right. Give me an interviewer.
Next one. Come on.
All right.
Here it comes. Any minute now, the phones are just going to ring off the hook.
Let's go to Mr. H. Oh, we got Richard Huff.
Hey!
All right. Richard
Huff.
Hey there, how are you?
Loved your piece on Jody Applegate, by the way.
Thank you very much.
That was very good.
We had the guys on our show 2 days ago or yesterday.
Yeah, I guess I just missed you that day. I had heard about it, and I actually got an email from one of the brothers about the performance. But that was a great TV moment, as we've talked about before.
Yeah, one of those live news moments where she just lost her mind.
Well, as I pointed out in my piece, it wasn't just losing her mind over that incident. It was the whole thing leading up to it. Because she'll do anything to get attention, and all of a sudden somebody pulled a joke on her. And, the kids are listening.
Yeah. The kids. And then that whole conversation about the 4-year-old that watches the news every morning.
Yeah, no, they're not watching the news.
All right, here's the deal. Richard, we're going to explain in a second, but Steve, what are you going to do for us today?
We're going to get the smoking gun on the phone for you.
All right, smoking gun on the phone. We want the audio from the show today. They could throw it on their website.
Sure.
We want E-Entertainment News involved with the Daily 10. We want David Hinckley.
Of course.
We want, page 6 from the Post. They hate us, but we'll give it a try anyway.
Okay.
We're calling Howard out today, Mr. Huff. We're calling him out. Did you know, Mr. Huff? Type away. I want to hear typing.
Old style.
Are you writing or typing?
Hold on. Let me run down the hall and get the old typewriter we use as a paperweight.
That's what I want to hear.
We want you to take us very seriously today.
Who are you, Mickey Spillane?
Richard Huff.
Take you seriously?
Yeah, well, here's the deal. Did you know that Opie and Anthony are going to be on David Letterman August 31st?
I did not know that.
Well, now you know.
I'm hearing keys, my friend.
Is that what you're looking for, keys?
That's what we're looking for.
Imagine it just says YYZ HD.
Yeah,
typing like Jack Nicholson.
All work and no play makes Richard a dull boy. How do you like it?
And wait for Jim Norton's quote as well, okay, Richard?
That's right. It's important.
All right. So you know what? I'm going to make it so easy for you. So
You've already got them written out for me, though, right?
Huh?
You've already got the quotes written out. You're just going to give me, right?
Yes.
Here's the deal. Listen to this. So we're going to be on Letterman August 31st, okay? Mm-hmm. We're very excited. This is like a dream come true. We grew up on Long Island. We're beside ourselves.
Have you ever been on with him before?
No.
Never been on. We know that we went 120 miles an hour into a brick wall with our radio careers a few years back.
I've heard about that.
And, it's been in the news a couple of times. We have built our careers back up now, where we're at the point where we're getting markets added all the time, new markets on terrestrial. We're doing great here on XM satellite radio, and now we're getting shows like David Letterman.
And importantly, though, you might not want to write that Opie said we're beside ourselves. You might want to have
keep that out.
Cooler quote. That's kind of Southern 1910. The man was looking at me.
Yeah, someone pinch me.
When did you guys find out you were going on?
We found out a
couple weeks ago.
A couple of weeks ago. that we are going to be on the David Letterman
We've
show.
been keeping it on the down low.
Yeah.
Like Norton's sexuality.
Oh, excuse me.
So,
excuse me. Hold on.
So now,
if I haven't told you enough already, then you need to go to detective school.
We still have a couple questions.
I'll be happy to answer anything you want. Dress equals okay.
Wait, you guys really need filler for today's show.
No, not at all.
No, this is very important. Wait till we get to the actual meat of this.
Okay, so we're extremely excited. Okay, Howard had this to say about our Letterman appearance. Are you ready to listen and jot?
I'm ready.
All right, get ready to jot.
Ross told me over the weekend that Opie and Anthony were going to be on Letterman at the end of August.
Oh, really?
And he asked me how I felt about it. I said, who gives a shit? And he said, really? I said, yeah, I could have stopped that. Letterman called me about 3 weeks ago. The Letterman people called my agent and said they were getting a lot of pressure by a certain person over at CBS to put Opie and Anthony on the Letterman show. And
so this wasn't a Dave idea?
No, Dave's not necessarily a fan, or maybe he is, I don't know, but they weren't into it. They said they were receiving a lot of pressure, but if I put my foot down, they wouldn't do it. So I said, I'm not going to do that. I don't care. Anybody who wants to go on Letterman. Letterman is not my show, and I don't control the Letterman show. And I'm not looking to control the Letterman show. Put on whoever you want. They said, well, will you stop doing it then? I go, no, I'm not going to stop. I mean, you've had other disc jockeys on the Letterman show. Go have whoever you want. You've had Imus. You've had Mad Dog Russo. Mad Dog and Russo show.
Oh, really? Who's that?
I don't know. That's the one. Gary told me that.
Christopher Russo.
Christopher Russo. I said, have whoever you want on. Don't concern yourself with me. I really don't care.
All right, you heard that, right?
I heard that.
Okay, here comes the whole meat of this whole thing.
Richard, you play poker, right?
No.
Oh, well.
You don't play...
no Texas Hold'em in your life?
No? You want to hang up now?
No. Here's the deal.
We're going all in, Richard.
Howard does this all the time. He says things that can never be confirmed. There's no accountability to it. We are telling Howard right now,
and this is
go ahead. We are begging him, put his foot down. If he could get us taken off of Letterman, do it. Because we truly believe this is just more bullshit out of his mouth. Go ahead, get us off of Letterman. Do it. I beg of you, lying sack.
Opie and Anthony,
to get us thrown off of Letterman.
Dare you. We're all in. We're all in.
And you watch what doesn't happen. Because he's so full of crap. He thinks he has power over CBS and over David Letterman to have us taken off the show at his whim.
His listeners need to know that he's just full of shit. We're calling him out. We're willing to blow up our whole Letterman, spot here.
Putting it all on the line.
We're putting it all on the line.
If there's this 1,000,000-to-1 shot that he actually can do this, then we lose. But the truth of the matter is, it's more of his just self-important drivel, and this idiot can go ahead, call his people that he knows over there, and make it so we aren't on the show. We're begging him to do it because we know it's a bunch of crap.
That's what we do today.
Everyone's giving quotes.
Oh, Jim Norton's got a
Jim
quote.
Norton, big quote.
He usually wraps up the whole thing nicely for us.
In a nice package.
I like eating bananas because they remind me of dicks.
Oh, yeah, that can get in the paper.
I'm sorry, Richard.
We thought he was going to wrap it up in a nice package. That package is in his mouth.
You need to work on that presentation just a little bit for the media.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to maybe tame it down. A couple of notches.
Just a little bit.
I got one. All right, Richard, Jim Norton again.
One more.
Ozzy rules.
Well, do you have a question for us now?
Well, I mean, have you talked to the Letterman folks about this?
No.
Oh, boy. Maybe as a reporter, that's your job? I don't know.
Well, but, I mean, when did Howard say this?
I think 2 days ago we finally got to it, because we actually do a radio show, so, we finally got to it. We had a lot of other things to do before this.
It was earlier in the week, let's say.
So you haven't called up the Letterman folks and said, is there anything behind this?
No, we just know there isn't.
We're not investigative reporters.
Yeah, we're just
Mr. Huff.
We're just shock jocks.
Yeah.
We're too smart to do stuff like that.
And
too busy.
Yeah, but have any of the Letterman folks reached out to you?
No. Let me think. No. But they haven't not reached out to us.
Attaboy. Hey, Anthony.
Something's to that.
But you know, Richard, it's like my favorite expression.
Yes.
Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be.
Well, that's a nice quote.
Of course it is. I don't need a good quote. I can't pull one out.
All we are is dust in the wind.
Is Huff a Jew name?
Thank you.
Is it the Mel
Sorry.
Gibson thing?
I see how much press he's getting, and we're really trying here.
See, we're not thinking that this is going to make the paper, so we're going to get a little more outrageous.
So we got to get outrageous. I want you to know I'm drunk right now, and I'm driving.
But I'm Jim Norton. I don't attack the Jews. I go after the tough Hollywood targets. I say things like, "Are you Haitian? Haitians start all the wars in the world." See, because they can't hurt you.
You're out on a limb.
We like making fun of the deaf.
Now, I would suspect.
Yes, Richard.
That
Thanks, Bob. They don't give me love. I appreciate
your rivals
Yes.
suggest this is just nothing but a publicity play.
No, this has been an ongoing thing with him. He just talks out of his ass, and we're sick of it.
We love calling him out on things, and this is a perfect example because it will have a finish to it.
That's right.
If we are on Letterman, then he's full of shit.
Right.
If he gets us pulled off of Letterman, then he does absolutely have that power, and he wasn't lying, and
we'll admit
more power to him. We'll admit defeat.
And we'll admit he actually rules.
Well.
And Jim Norton will kiss his ass on network TV.
On Broadway.
So this...
Whoa, excuse me.
This is a showdown, then.
Don't I at least get to pick the avenue?
Yes, this is a showdown.
That's right. This is high noon.
High noon.
All right?
Excellent, guys.
What are the odds this actually makes the paper tomorrow, Richard?
Depends how desperate we are. You know, if we get another Christy Brinkley picture.
Oh, I know. Yeah, she's looking.
She is pretty.
Looking at.
Keep your fingers crossed that they don't get a Christy Brinkley picture.
Hey, can your headlines with Christy tomorrow be 4 husbands dash who's the common denominator, whore?
Again, Jim, you got to work just a little bit on that pitch there.
Yeah, your presentation a little rough around the edges.
Yeah, it might work on satellite, but not in print.
I'm sorry,
Richard. If you don't want this story, just pass it on to David Hinckley because you got some good stuff there.
Excellent, guys.
I appreciate it.
Hey, anytime.
Thank you, Richard.
Thanks for looking up my stuff, guys.
Richard Huff.
Cool, man.
See ya.
See you later.
Love Richard Huff.
He's a good boy.
Isn't it so hard to believe that we started out bashing
as
the
adversaries
shit out of him before we even knew him?
All right, is this story taking off or what? What do we got?
AP
Who's next?
called.
Who's next?
AP
Who's
called.
next?
AP.
Yeah. Al Peterson.
That's
from
right.
Jersey.
Hi, Sam.
Yeah. Got some audio of Howard Stern, and Howard was just casually saying that he could block our appearance on David Letterman on August 31st. We're going to be on David Letterman.
Old conversation started with someone sent a clip over to us, and the whole thing started with him talking about how he got into Chicago and San Francisco, and he bashes us a little bit. He's been doing that recently. So we respond in kind. And then he started talking about we're supposed to be on David Letterman. We're doing David Letterman on August 31st. Thank you. Tune in. And Howard was on his show saying that he could block that appearance. He goes, he got a call. First he says, I got a call from Letterman. Well, Letterman's people. My agent got a call from someone at Letterman. Like, it kept getting different, the story. And then he said, someone called him, and he said, if I put my foot down, I could stop that they wouldn't be able to appear on Letterman. And he's pulled crap like this for years. You know, it's part of what Howard does and who he is. It's a way to make himself bigger than life, and we all know it, please. I'm not telling anyone anything new here. But no one ever calls him out on these things. He comes up with these Howard factoids that are never confirmed. If he says it, apparently it's law. So when he said he could get us booted off of our Letterman appearance due to his relationship with Dave or something, he was never specific as to who he spoke to, what powers that are at CBS that he still has any juice with after lawsuits and everything else. I don't know who, but he said he could put his foot down and have us taken off the show.
That's right. Here's the actual clip. We should play it again, okay?
Yes, we should.
This is Howard from his show that a tenth of his listeners get to hear. A tenth of his old listeners.
Ross told me over the weekend that Opie and Anthony were going to be on Letterman at the end of August.
Oh, really?
And he asked me how I felt about it. I said, who gives a And he said, really? I said, yeah, I could have stopped that. Letterman called me about 3 weeks ago. The Letterman people called my agent and said
Letterman
they were getting a lot of pressure by a certain person over at CBS to put Opie and Anthony on the Letterman show. And
so this wasn't a Dave idea.
No, Dave's not necessarily a fan, or maybe he is, I don't know, but they weren't into it. They said they were receiving a lot of pressure, but if I put my foot down...
Who's
they wouldn't do it. So I said, I'm not going to do that. I don't care. Anybody who wants to go on Letterman. Letterman is not my show, and I don't control the Letterman show. And I'm not looking to control the Letterman show. Put on whoever you want. They said, well, will you stop doing it then? I go, no, I'm not going to stop. I mean, you've had other disc jockeys on the Letterman show. Go have whoever you want. You've had Imus. You've had Mad Dog Russo. Mad Dog and Russo show.
Oh, really? Who's that?
I don't know. Gary told me that.
Christopher Russo.
Christopher Russo. I said, have whoever you want on. Don't concern yourself with me. I really don't care.
He could put his foot down. Yeah, the whole thing isn't even the point that he goes, I don't care. Because the more he says, I don't care, that means the more you care.
Yeah, that's just human nature.
It's not even the fact that he goes into this whole thing. If he didn't care, he wouldn't have addressed it. The big part of that was that right at the beginning, he says, I could put my foot down and stop that. Regardless of what he says afterwards, I don't care who goes on there. Well, no, go ahead. It almost short sells the biggest point of what he said was that, at any time I could just, put my foot down and stop that, but I choose not to. And we got on the air and said, go ahead, do it.
We dare you.
Dare you to do it. Defy you. Go ahead, do it.
We're telling Howard today to block us from going on Letterman August 31st.
If you can put your foot down and stop our appearance on the David Letterman show August 31st, do it. Because no one ever calls you out on this crap. And that's just what it is.
He's been BSing his listeners for many, many years, coming up with stuff, and we're calling him out. We're finally calling him out.
Yeah.
If you have the power to do it, we're saying do it. Like Anthony said on our XM show, we're all in.
We're all in.
We'll take the chance. We're all in. We would love to be on Letterman.
Yeah.
And we're booked for Letterman August 31st. Yep. But we say to you today, Howard, if you can stop that, we want to see you stop it.
Do it.
Stop babbling.
Don't talk about it. Don't say that you don't care, that you don't want to control the show. You started the whole thing off by saying you could put your foot down and put a stop to it.
So that's we say do it.
Do it. Put your foot down. We're all in. We're going all in. You're going to call or you're going to fold. That's what the deal is. And if by chance he can actually do it, more power to you. You have a lot more juice than I thought you did. But this is just another one of his, rants of crap that people just buy because he said it. That's it. Go ahead. Please do it. Let's see. Prove to everybody that you can really do it. Go ahead. Show us a little piece of the old Howard that did have that juice, that did have the passion, that could battle other radio people and would do something like this. Go ahead. Do it.
We're saying do it. So we really went off on our XM show. We're a little calmer now. We had a lot of fun with this yesterday, and the Daily News picked up on it. Well, actually, we called them. Let's be honest. We alerted the media. It made it to allaccess.com, orbitcast.com, picked up the story, and actually has the audio from yesterday's show if you want to check it out for yourself. Orbitcast.com has the story.
By the way, for the any Stern zombies that just, unquestionably believe everything he says, and like to call us up occasionally and go, can't you just do a show without talking about Howard? He brought us up. This is our response to him bringing us up on his show and saying that he could keep us off Letterman. And unlike other jocks that he's crushed in his heyday, we don't just sit around and eat it. We give it back. And our response to this is do it. Please. Put that foot down. Go ahead. Put your big foot down and keep us off Letterman. If you're able to do it, we want to see it. Your fans would love to see it. You'd be huge again. Howard's fans would eat it up. It would be huge. Do it. And we'll see you on Letterman on the 31st, by the way.
So we had a lot of fun yesterday. The Daily News picked up on it. There's a whole page on it in the TV section. Richard Huff, you know, he knows a good story when he sees one, especially if we call him personally. At least we're honest.
News whores that we are.
And John Minnelli from the Post, he's a friend of ours, but he's too busy writing about how Air America is going to be on some very obscure radio station in New York soon. So thanks for helping us out yesterday, John.
Maybe they wouldn't let him. The Post hates us.
I know the Post hates us. I think he's in a tough spot, but whatever. We got to do what we got to do. So the New York Daily News from Richard Huff, double dare for Howard from Opie and Anthony. Radio morning show host Opie and Anthony yesterday escalated a verbal attack, some might say a publicity stunt, against Howard Stern by daring him to get them kicked off CBS Late Show with David Letterman. Monday on his Sirius satellite show, Stern said he had a chance to stop Opie and Anthony, who are heard on Free FM in New York and on XM satellite radio, from appearing on Letterman later this month, but he didn't do that. Stern said he got a call from someone at Letterman's show 3 weeks ago and suggested if he wanted, they wouldn't be booked. He said he didn't care and would continue to go on Letterman whether O&A did or not. Whether that's true or not, we don't know for sure. Mm-hmm. But because Howard had to mention this on his show, that's why we're calling him out. If you have that power, we say do it. Do it. Show us what kind of power you have, Howard. Do it. We're all in. Howard, all right. However, Opie, Greg Hughes, and Anthony Cumia yesterday challenged Stern to actually stop their appearance. Howard does this all the time, Cumia said. He says things that can never be confirmed. There's no accountability. We are telling Howard, go ahead, put his foot down. If he can get us taken off Letterman, do it. We dare you, Hughes added. He's so full of crap. And then the article goes on and on about other feuds and this and that. So you can read it for yourself. It's the New York Daily News.
Yeah.
But we had a lot of fun with that yesterday. And if you want to hear the audio, it's on orbitcast.com for your listening pleasure.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, we should take a break. We got to remind people it's in Daily News today.
Letterman. You guys are Open Anthony are listed actually in Letterman today, doing it Thursday night taping. Am I correct?
Ooh, yes.
Thursday night taping, 11:30 with.
Be nervous.
Who you with?
Yeah.
What? What did you just say?
Are you nervous?
Did you say be nervous?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to not be nervous. Why would you say that?
Because it's Letterman.
I know.
Why would you do that to us?
Oh,
That's
Damien.
You can fool yourself all you want, but when you okay, they keep you in that little waiting area.
I know.
And now Opie and Anthony, you see Letterman, you're going to freak out.
That's all that I woke up
Did you freak
last
out?
night.
Yes.
See?
Completely.
I woke up last night.
You become a different person out there.
12:30 I woke up last night. I couldn't get to sleep until 3 in the morning because all that was rolling through my head was Letterman Thursday.
It's like the biggest first date you'll ever have.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Did you do well?
Most important first. I have no idea. I totally you have
no idea.
You become somebody else.
You just want it to be over, right?
God.
You just want it to be over so that you have done it, and then you can tell people you did it.
And I did it, but you never watch it.
Hey, did you have cue cards at all, by the way? Because I do. I've done stand up on Leno, and you always have cue cards. Do you have them?
Letterman does. Letterman does.
Oh, wow.
But they do a pre-interview with you too. So you
we're doing that
cool.
Thursday morning.
You guys would be great.
I might take Luke Wilson's advice.
What?
He told me down a couple of Heinekens before you go on.
Yeah.
He said not too many. You don't want to go out being drunk and stupid, but it'll loosen you up a little bit.
A nice
and I'm
big
thinking,
shot.
who wouldn't know? But Luke Wilson would know.
Well, the writers of the show are big fans, so hopefully they'll tell Dave what to ask us.
Oh boy.
Thanks.
And
Thanks,
now,
Damien.
and think of this too. Where do we sit? We're two guys.
Please sit
on each other's laps.
Well, they only have that one chair. And
they have one chair.
Then they've got that big couch.
Well, they said that they don't like having two guests at the same time. This is very unusual.
Yeah,
they rarely do it.
Yeah, I think Abbott and Costello was the last one. Double guest they had.
Here's the thing about being nervous. If you acknowledge that you're nervous, it's an energy you can use. It's a healthy thing to have. Just understand that it's there, and it's supposed to be there. If you're
That's what
not,
I do, and I babble.
It doesn't, dude. Humiliating yourself in front of the whole country is not something to worry about.
Shut up.
I hope we,
Mr. Leno, how many times?
I hope we bomb.
Oh, don't say that.
He won't let it happen.
Oh,
of course not.
He doesn't want you to bomb. It's not a confrontation.
Flop sweat pouring down our faces. How long have we've had? It's almost over. It's got to be 30 seconds. We've been sitting.
You tell the big story.
It's weird too. It's weird. It's weird because like no one sees this guy outside of the show. So when you're there. At least when I was doing it, my first couple questions he was throwing at me, I don't know what I was saying. I was on autopilot because I'm staring at him.
Yeah, you're like, oh my God, it's Letterman. He's a human being.
He's got a mole on his index finger. It's like, oh my God, I'm drinking this guy down.
Oh, this is all the stuff that's been just plaguing me, and you're confirming the whole thing.
Yep. I was doing all right until 5 minutes ago.
Wait, now can you meet him first?
No, supposedly not.
Talks to you,
I don't know if that's a good thing.
He doesn't meet anybody ever.
He doesn't want to.
No.
Maybe that's for him because he likes to be.
Maybe spontaneous.
Yeah. It's his thing. He's got a method to the...
Okay.
Hey, Hope, if you do bomb, there's a custodian going, I told you so.
Yeah, I knew it.
I told you so. I knew it was going to happen.
Wouldn't you rather go on with Anthony than you're by yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, no, you'll be fine. Don't worry about that.
Oh, we'll be all right. Well,
yeah,
if we play off each other like we do, we'll be fine.
I have a line. He's the best, dude.
I don't know if you want to use this.
Yeah, he is.
He's the best.
Yep.
What's that, Jim?
I have a great line. What you say is, when it's going, we say, we're together so much, people call us frickin' frack.
Thank you. Good night.
Oh, you should throw out the worst cliched lines like that.
Just one after another. So it's not even funny for not being funny.
Here's Nigel from Kentucky. Nigel.
Yes, I just wanted to tell you, Opie and Anthony, when you're on TV, don't worry, don't be nervous, don't think about the millions of people watching.
This is what we do to listeners.
Yeah.
You bastard. Nigel.
I know. I was thinking I'm going to make the Cindy Brady face. Where she just sits there. What was it?
Baton Rouge, Cindy. Baton Rouge.
B or whatever it was.
Yes.
I'm going to picture David Letterman in his underpants.
That'll do it.
That'll help me.
Yeah, let's all use Brady Bunch rules.
Well, it's Thursday night. We'll be on Letterman.
You're going to click better than you think.
Yeah.
Again, because it's not a confrontation. He needs you to succeed to make this show good. Julianne Moore will be good, but she's not going to be a particular hoot. Do some Boogie Nights references. Huh?
Yeah.
Hey, it's kind of weird seeing her sitting here without her head bobbing. Good point, Dave.
Well, she's not going to be there, though.
What do you mean?
Letterman's different. When you're done, you're done. You don't move down the couch.
No couch?
Right.
How about this? The first thing you do is wipe the couch off and goes, did somebody spill yogurt? Oh, I forgot the Boogie Nights girl is here. And then put your hand up for a high five from Dave.
Got some good ideas, Jimmy.
I know how to do this.
Great idea.
You're a pro.
He's an idea, man.
We'll continue with Damien. But all we want to do is get off the air and just go home. And we can't do that. Every day we have to do something.
All I kept saying is I want to go home.
I just want to go home one day. One day and enjoy my day. But there's always something going on. Yesterday we were being fitted for clothes for Letterman, so we don't look like a-holes. So that was a nice thing.
Yeah, but still, it took time.
It took like 2 hours.
I wanted to go to sleep.
It took so much time that Aunt and I are thinking, screw it, we'll just wear something that we got in our own closets.
Can't Travis just go for me as a stand-in?
Probably.
A twig.
And then, tomorrow's the big day, and we want to be well rested. We want to get off the air and maybe sleep for a while, so we're nice and fresh. And
we're not pros like Jimmy is with this whole late night talk show thing, where he jumps off a plane, runs in, looks fresh, he's all funny, and he slides out.
Yeah,
everything's nice.
On the way from the airport, they're tucking in the makeup thing.
Yeah,
around
doing your makeup
shirt.
in the limo.
Yes, I just run in. Jay, how are you? Funny. Plane was a little late. We laugh. No, hell no. I want to be there a day early, and I want to relax. You want to just collect your thoughts and get your head together, man. That's all you want to do.
Well, we have to do a pre-interview tomorrow before Letterman, so I don't even think we get to nap tomorrow. And then, so today I'm like, all right, well, let's argument who's paying for it.
Ew.
Oh, yeah.
Just put them in a limo.
Who's paying for it?
It's actually funny if you two show up on a horse and carriage like two homos, all the fans outside cheering, and you two get off at a horse and buggy.
Horse and buggy.
That's what I love about XM. They don't penny pinch. We never have these arguments. They just pay for everything, and that's why, the company is in financial ruins, but...
I wouldn't go as far as to say that, but I've seen an increase in the stock.
They're actually making a comeback.
But, man, if we ask for something, because we don't ask for things often, believe it or not, they go, yeah, no problem. We understand this is important to you. I was reading emails going back and forth from Club Soda Kenny and Mark last
cracking
night
up
over a stupid car.
Over a car.
So we could arrive in style for once.
In comfort more than like style. I don't care what the hell the vehicle looks like. It's not that. I just want to be comfortable.
Dude, I said I would walk there. They go, oh, you can't walk there. That's crazy.
It should be a limo. Because listeners here are a lot of the fans on Whackbag, and that we're like figuring out how to get together. There's going to be listeners outside. You should pull up in a limo. It's a special thing. It's a big show. It's not that much to get you a limo.
Should me and Opie be through the top of the sunroof with our arms up in the air, going wee?
Perhaps
like prom dates.
Oh, that would be funny.
That would be
both
funny.
wearing tuxes. But I know that's a very it's kind of like I almost said no brainer, but that's kind of an easy decision.
Right.
Yeah. That you should be in charge of. You should have
and when we're discussing some of these things back and forth, don't compare us to Howard Stern or Don Imus, please.
Yes.
Well, Howard never blah, blah, blah. Well, Imus blah, 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 never blah, blah, blah.
Someone say that?
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Howard never want to ask for a limo? That's not a big request.
Well, he had his own limo driver all those years. That's why.
Yeah.
We don't roll that way. We don't have limos.
We don't roll that way.
No.
We walk that way. We cab that way.
I hop into a stupid cab every day when I finally get done with this horse S. But there's emails going back and forth all day about a dumb car to get us to Letterman and who's paying for it. Oh, that makes us feel real good.
And then who's paying for dinner afterwards? That's another big issue.
Well, someone thought it'd be a nice thing if maybe we went out for a nice dinner after our Letterman thing.
Yeah.
I mean, people are around here are looking at this Letterman thing like it's just a thing to do. To us, it's like, holy crap, we're going to be on Letterman on Thursday night. And so we wanted to do maybe a little dinner afterwards to celebrate, kind of take a look at what we just accomplished and have some bread and some pasta.
You know what would be really funny is if you made sure that the intro said, ladies and gentlemen, you can hear your next two on XM satellite radio, and that's all he mentions.
Whoever pays
for dinner.
Whoever pays for dinner gets the big plug.
I'll buy you dinner. You can see them all on Jim Norton's MySpace.
Well, we're taking bids. Who gets the plugs?
Well, Free FM pretty much passed on paying for dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Asses. Thank you. Thanks for making us feel special.
It's not in the budget.
Thank you. Oof. We're not doing Donnie Deutsch, you asses. It's Letterman.
It's a dinner.
Wow.
I mean, we're not taking the entire studio audience there to eat with us.
But that was an argument going back and forth. Well, Imus never blah, 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 and Howard never blah, blah, blah. Well, we never had to pay for this in the past, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, well.
So I guess, I don't know.
Also not paying us $umpteen million.
Yeah, exactly.
I got to be honest. I don't know what Howard and Imus got, but this is a pretty low-maintenance show as far as, like, things like
as far as everything.
How low maintenance can a show be when the show is over, all we want to do is leave? That is so low maintenance. We're out of your hair. We just want to get out of here.
Oof. But I got CC'd on all those emails, and it was driving me nuts.
Oh, I know. I was reading them and laughing.
Way to make us feel, I don't know, special, whatever.
The Kenny Chernoff emails were, it turned into a comedy. I felt like I was reading something out of The Onion. It was just that funny.
Oh, yeah.
That they're going back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
A little bidding war on dinner.
Kenny, who's paying for dinner?
Kenny.
XM Satellite Radio.
Are they?
Are they really?
And is it true Free FM passed on that?
Yes, CBS said no to dinner, so XM stepped up to the plate.
I wonder how high up that went.
I'm going to be actually out of town, unfortunately, because I'm really annoyed I can't go to this. But I understand they're actually paying for my dinner on the road and some listeners who are showing up to Letterman. I just made that up completely.
Of course you did, you liar.
All right, well.
Hey, how about this? Is there a limo company out there that would like to provide a really nice stretch limousine? You don't get any plugs.
I'll walk to the effing gig.
Not begging.
I'm not taking I'm not taking a limo or anything now. I'll walk to the effing gig.
You know what? I'd like to know how high up this went, because I bet our good friend Joel Hollander knows nothing about this dinner thing. I bet he would be happy to foot the bill for dinner. What are you laughing at there? E-Rock's laughing.
Watch it all started with Joel and an email he sent saying, tell those two to eat out of a dog dish. I have bills to pay.
They better wake up. There's still one more ex-Van Halen singer out there they could hire.
Yes, Kenny, yes, your mic.
The mic has to be on.
As far as paying for things goes, we're still in a struggle about other things also.
I know the struggle. I know, we're just touching the surface, trust me. How about a little appreciation? Tell us, being on David Letterman tomorrow night is a massive deal. It is the biggest thing we'll probably do in our careers.
I don't care about appreciation as much as just, it's just common courtesy. I think it's just something you should do.
But
regardless.
They're looking at this like it's a bar gig for us.
Yeah,
we're not canceling any of your client meetings. We're not canceling, the interviews you got to do for this publication that 12 effing suits will read someday in between banging whores.
Oh, they do that.
They're not canceling anything. And I'm like, please, we just need to breathe and rest. This is a big deal to us. But no, today we'll be sitting with a smile on our face, looking at flat screen TVs.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Kenny and I fly tomorrow.
That's right. And we're going to be on Letterman tomorrow night.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
You guys know what you're going to do yet, or you're not sure?
No.
We're going to talk about things. That's what I figure.
Do you want to wear a Voss Sucks t-shirt?
No.
I was wondering how you were going to... I thought you would say that. Are you going to say my name? Are you going to tell a story about me?
We got to do the pre-interview tomorrow. Then it'll be very obvious what's going to happen.
Well, if they talk about the walkover, they might talk about the Starbucks tour.
They'll talk about how we got in trouble all the time.
Sextra Sam, Voya Bus, Howard, Whoopi Goldberg.
How we're doing satellite and broadcast radio, maybe.
We'll whip them out Wednesday.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Yeah.
It'll be that. It'll be the basic. It'll be O&A.
ABCs.
It'll be O&A 101.
Right. For the new people.
All right.
Know who we are.
You guys want to move on to other stuff? But by the way, Rich was really confused because we go to break and he starts talking about what hotel he's staying at and how he's filming a pilot in a couple weeks. And then he looks on the screen as we're coming back from break and goes, "How do these people know all this stuff?"
Oh, I usually see. I never leave the studio, and when I leave to take a leak, I usually shut the mic off for Pal Talk. Oops. I forgot.
So they're calling your hotel right now.
Now they know where you're staying.
You need a late checkout, I guess. Well, they're taking care of that for you about 100 times.
What hotel, Rich?
I forget about it.
There's plenty of people that know. All right.
What time do you guys have to go over there tomorrow?
3:30, 4 o'clock.
Is it that early?
Are some of the O&A pests going to show up, you think?
Yeah.
What is the tape? 4:30 to 5:30?
I think we're supposed to arrive around...
make everyone yawn out there.
4 o'clock, I think we're arriving there. Hopefully some people will show up to support us.
And then we go in, we get our little makeup, and then we talk to somebody. Do we talk to somebody?
No.
No one. We just sit in the green room after makeup.
Yeah,
and then somebody comes in and goes, "You're ready," or "You're on," or what do they do? What do they say?
It's cool you're doing a pre-interview.
Yeah.
They'll come down and go 3 minutes.
Holy
3 minutes.
However many
Good.
minutes they do left.
So you get like a countdown.
Are you going to be
like that,
are you
3
nervous
minutes,
now?
3 minutes.
I haven't been nervous in a really long time. I'm fucking petrified.
It'll be fun.
Listen, but you guys are big
I'm nervous.
Dude, why would you be...
PNC walking out in front of 12,000 plus people, not a problem.
I think because I could...
What?
Only 12,000. That's cool. There's millions.
But
they show Letterman in England.
Exactly.
But I think it was no problem at the PNC because you can't see anyone. The lights are so bright.
Yeah, but I mean,
would it be better because there's two of you? If one
doesn't even matter.
Can't think of something, the other one.
It'll be
so if we both can't, we just both look stupid.
That quiet, like
you're a professional talker.
You know how bad I wish Letterman had a car crash.
Yeah.
How about
what song are we coming out to? What dumb song you think Paul Schaefer's going to come up with?
No, what'll they do?
A celebration.
You know what's funny is that they've done the show so long that they're just, they don't. It goes.
Chugga.
You'll be thinking I'm supposed to get out there. I'm supposed to be at a certain place, but really down to the second they'll get you in the place where you need to be.
And it will be cool, air conditioned. He likes a freezing studio.
That's
He'll carry us. Yeah. Trust me.
Carry us. Great.
What
do you think, though?
We know how to carry guests, trust me.
So you think they'll go with something obvious?
Suck in wind, we know how to carry them. So that's what will happen.
Wait, Bonnie,
Mexican radio?
How many minutes before?
She's done on Mexican radio.
Wait, Bonnie's done Letterman. How many minutes before you go on do they bring you down?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, like a minute. Like they were
giving,
they were putting my mic on while he was introducing me, and I was like,
wow.
But they're so casual. They're like, you're fine.
Wait. You walk out, right?
Yeah.
And the audience is to the right.
I think that's even harder.
Oh, you did your stand-up first.
Right.
Right. And then you got to
I never went to the.
You never sat down.
Oh, I did.
Holy
I did the
shit.
first time.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, but you walk out and you look at Paul Schaefer. Just the best advice they give you is just go, oh my God, I'm on Letterman. This is amazing. That way.
Yeah, but that's like, oh my God, I'm on Letterman.
No.
You don't get to this is amazing. You just get to the oh my God, I'm on Letterman part.
And the audience doesn't seem that, like, you can see people.
Oh,
I mean,
good.
It's like,
yeah, you want to see them. It's better.
Yeah, they're happy. They like
anybody.
you. They like anyone that Letterman has on because they're fans of Letterman.
And probably there's a lot of older Midwest ladies that are probably big fans of you.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Let me tell you something.
I know we're going to hear some ooh.
Those crowds are so good. Yeah. To bomb or to not go over.
Oh, good. Say that so that if by chance it does happen,
right? If you bomb,
we will have done
really
the most horrifically bad thing.
You have to almost try because they're there to believe me. They're good crowds.
Yeah.
Very religious people.
They'll love you. You'll have such a good time.
Honestly, I think we're going to have a great appearance.
But
it's just the build up and waiting for it is killing us.
I don't know what they do because it's only a chair. There's no couch, right?
No, there's a
couch.
Yeah,
you sure? Because I've heard there's no couch.
I got to sit on your lap.
Is that it?
Yeah,
we'll sit on each other's lap.
I got it on my BlackBerry.
Wait, you know when you're really going to get nervous? When your hands going to get clammy, when they're clipping your mics on. Because they'll do it earlier.
Yeah.
All right, lift your shirt, please. And they'll lift and they'll go behind you.
I've been through the shirt
But I'm saying you'll feel the cold of the metal and the clamp.
Ooh, that tickles.
But also the people that are backstage and stuff, they're always on the show. So it's like... Oh,
yeah, they're all... Because they're there every fucking day. You think Letterman gets nervous? He's Letterman. He's on Letterman every night.
No, but I'm saying who's the guy that, he's always on. He's the...
Doc Severinsen.
No.
Eddie Brill?
He's like the floor manager or something like that.
I've never been there.
But you'll recognize
with the guy with the cigar.
Probably not. But I don't know which guy it is.
No, they used to have a guy that warmed up the crowd with a huge cigar.
Oh, no,
that was Bill Sheff.
But these are people that are
head writer.
Thank you.
These are people that are actually working. Like they'll put your mics on and stuff, but you recognize them from being on the show.
But how does that help you?
Good luck, asshole.
You say it's familiar.
I'm saying this is showbiz. I'm doing something that's pretty amazing. Like enjoy the moment.
I'm definitely going to enjoy it. That I could promise.
Impossible till it's over.
Yeah.
I am nervous wreck until, and this has been with anything I've had to do in front of people at all, until I'm doing it. Like, once I'm out and sitting and talking, fine. It's the build-up beforehand that is unfucking manageable to me.
Do you take like 10 pisses?
I can't even piss. I can't piss. I can't eat. I can't do anything.
Dan hasn't slept in the last few days.
2 days. Level where you're
waking up at like midnight.
2 days. I wake up. I can't say. It's just running through my head. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring out our next guest. Oh fuck. Oh shit. What am I going?
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Andy. Oh fuck.
I'll see how tall he is.
Know what's freaky is like on the cable guide. I'm flipping around. And I see Letterman Thursday nights. So I go, I'm gonna hit info. It says radio host Opie and Anthony is the guest. I'm like, oh my.
Yeah, you get nervous when he'll be introducing you like going to commercial
or when he's doing his monologue and then he talks about who's on.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight and Opie and Anthony, radio host Opie and Anthony.
I hope we get bumped for a stupid human trick.
No. Watch tonight though. Just didn't plug you for tomorrow.
Oh, that's right.
No.
When you hear your name,
no,
the guest Opie and Anthony.
We know that
you're the second guest.
I think so.
Yes,
the
first guest.
So I think we get one segment. We get one quick segment. That's all.
You can't screw
The writers are big fans of the show. So
is there booze in the green room?
Yes.
What is there?
I think so. Sure. But you get your own dressing rooms, and there's these cookies.
I'm thinking a couple of
in the dressing room that are amazing.
I would vomit cookies.
I eat fruit and vegetables.
But no, take them with you.
Can't eat fruit. Might be able to get down. Anything else? Couldn't eat. Can't. I won't be able to eat my fucking bagel in the morning. I will starve myself. And then probably down a couple of beers.
When we did,
I'll be all drunk.
Oh, good. You'll
hey, motherfucker!
Yeah, Farrah Fawcett it up.
Let's go to John and Pennsylvania.
Hey, at least it'll be memorable. We'll make the clip shows.
John.
Hey there, Jen.
John. He has a good question. He wants to know who is sitting next to Dave.
I was thinking
you guys should switch in the middle
because it's got. Yeah, we should either do the mid-break switch. But if you're looking at the TV, it's got to be Opie and Anthony, which would make me to the right, which would be sitting next to Dave.
Right, because people read left to right.
Opie and Anthony.
But then again,
you've been thinking.
When you first see it, I got to be honest, the seat you're going to look at first, even though natural written word is left to right, you're going to look right to left because of Letterman. Whoever it should be Opie in the main seat because you're going to look Opie and Anthony. You won't look Opie and Anthony Letterman. It just won't happen that way. Your eyes will be drawn to the middle.
Yeah.
Opie and Anthony.
When we do TV, I like being in the middle and seeing you and the guest. I feel so comfortable that way. But I don't care, to be honest with you. I'm just like.
But you're less nervous, right?
Who's ever the farthest from Dave?
I will be fine once I'm on and sitting. Then I go off. I can talk fine.
Well, let's settle this right
now. It's right when it's that. All right, we're coming out. Here we go. And then the intro and the walk is like, oh boy, here it is.
The applause will come on.
Oh boy.
And we're here with that's where he'll be introed, and then I guess you'll hear your names. You'll walk out. It'll be cold.
You should race to the seat to see who gets set.
Oh, that's funny.
I should do that.
Like we're chasing an XFL football.
I think you should do something wacky, like point at each other and go, Dave, who sits where? And then look at the audience and let them vote.
Hey, how about I take your seat, Dave? You sit over. You sit in the middle. Keith the cop, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Welcome aboard, Keith.
Hey, looks like I should have one extra set of tickets tomorrow for the listeners. You want to do something like best sign or something like that out front when we're walking in?
I might be adding to my list, though, so hopefully this isn't another pair of tickets that I could be using.
Separate from your list.
Okay.
So you want to do something like best sign, they show up 4 o'clock?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. The more people because people will show up.
We would love the support. I'm not going to lie to you. It's great when the fans show up at our events, but I think in this case, we're begging you to show up.
You guys got to
play off your energy.
And they will, too, man. The fans.
I'm not even kidding. If we show up at that side door and there's like
6 people.
Hey, can you sign this?
The guys show up with signs, whereas Don Witham would say signage.
Yeah.
And support the boys.
All right.
If you're not at the Dallas Improv, but if you're here, show up. And I hope I'm back from the show in time. Oh, yeah, my show will be done by 11:30 tomorrow.
All right, Keith. We'll see you tomorrow.
I'll be all nervous for you.
You will be.
Watching my friends.
I get nervous for you, but you do a dynamite job. You're like insane good.
No, it's just, again, it's a little different. You guys will be great, too. You're sitting down, talking. You've done it a million times. That's all you do.
Oh, boy.
You'll be fine. You just have to get to it quickly because there's millions of people watching.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Well, I thought I was going to be nervous when we went on Sean Hannity, and that was a piece of cake.
I just want to...
And he's got more.
Well, you guys are kind of friends with Hannity, too. You've spoken to him, whereas Letterman is this icon that you've never met.
I just want it to be Friday.
Just remember he's wearing a lot of makeup. It throws you a little.
Yeah, comment on it. Shut up, Jim.
But no, I'm saying he's like, you know how all you guys do is talk. That's what you do for a living.
Yeah.
The difference is you just got to make sure that you get the really interesting or funny points packed into a small segment.
Exactly,
yeah. People that are viewing.
Remember, make it funny, make it quick, make it interesting.
Don't step on Dave.
Don't fuck up. Don't step on each other. Don't step on Dave.
Don't step on
Dave.
Get
the stories out. Don't trip. Don't fuck up. Don't have one of those brain fucking farts where you go, I forgot what I was saying.
Dave is.
See, you're saying it's easy for them to go from quarterbacks to wide receivers. That's what you're saying.
In a way, yeah, good.
It is funny to see. I've seen a couple of celebrities go on, young girls or whatever, that are really nervous, and it's funny.
Yeah, when they're young girls.
All right, now that you're
You'll
dressing a little fucking sundress.
It'll be great. Now that you had fun beating us up,
it's going to be good.
Get ready to listen to Rich Voss and Bonnie.
No, I'm trying to keep you guys here as long as possible.
Eat their balls.
I wanted this conversation to keep going until about 11:45.
No kidding. No.
Wait, what are you guys wearing?
I want to say hi to everyone at Joseph Aboud.
Joseph Aboud's like a good clothes place, right?
Yes.
I'm trying to get them to fit me because I got to do something like with a girl.
What?
With a girl.
No. Sort of girl.
Are they throwing your clothes out?
Isn't it the commercial?
What?
Is that commercial real?
What commercial?
For your Hammerstein show.
Oh, yeah. With the commercial, what was the commercial? With the tranny?
Yeah, is that real?
Oh, yeah. Well, did you see it, or is it,
Oh, it's done already?
Oh, we shot it, and it's also supposedly online or something where...
well, dude, tell us where it is online.
I don't know.
We'd all love to check it out.
I don't know.
What is it?
I'm doing the Hammerstein Ballroom November 10th. Tickets are available at Ticketmaster if you want to come.
Tell me what the commercial is.
Oh, it's me. I'm in the New York street with a robe on. What are you doing? And I'm on this with a robe, and I'm just talking about New York, and I say something about New York, and I say something about it's out of my price range, and they do like the Hammerstein Ballroom, Jim Norton, and then a tranny comes over and kisses me on the cheek and walks away, and I follow her.
Where is it, Jimmy?
I don't know. It might not be up yet. It might not be available.
Who's got it, Pete?
No, Caroline's.
So tell them to email it to Steve so we get it up
someone
online.
said they saw it. It ran on ABC or whatever.
But we need it online. We need it on YouTube. We got to do that whole thing for
Pete, get on it now.
All right, we're out of here.
No, don't go.
Rich Voss and Bonnie McFarlane after the break. They even have their own intro and stuff, I hear.
We do?
Ew. Yeah. I mean, cool. What is it?
Well, yeah, can we hear it ahead of time?
We got to hear it.
This is wasting time on their show.
That's
that's
right. Exactly what they want.
Hello. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, good.
I got a good topic to start off with.
What?
We'll talk about family.
This was a fucking brick. I would hit you with it.
What's wrong with him?
Hey, we'll talk about family.
Old man topics. This is not NPR.
We got a meeting in 5 minutes.
Yeah, we got to get the fuck out of here.
No, don't even play it. Because then it's going to make us do another 15 minutes.
We promise we'll be quick.
All right.
Please.
Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome America's favorite stand-up comedian and her husband.
How about, folks? This is Midget Fingers Voss.
The Voss and Bonnie Show.
Oh, this sucks already.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That is awesome, whoever made that.
All right, I'm out.
Good luck, guys. Have a great show.
All right, bye, guys. Bye.
That's it. Rich.
Have fun tomorrow.
I can stay for a few minutes.
Yes.
In all their hotness.
Did you see you guys have a nice article in the Daily News? You saw that, right?
Yeah, we could talk about it next.
That's cool.
Stupid Hinckley.
Why, did he mess something up?
Stupid Hinckley.
You know, and I and Jimmy, we've decided to maybe show a different emotion that we do have in our bodies, and everyone's picking up on it.
Did we?
Well, the whole Whoopi Goldberg, people thought we should have smashed her.
Yeah.
Why?
And we were brave enough to admit we were just being honest and like we didn't have a personal problem with her. So when she surprised us at XM, we kind of fell apart and were really nice to her and stuff, and we all got along.
Yeah, because we didn't get up and smack her in the face. I mean, what were we supposed to do?
I still think her radio show stinks.
Well, yes.
But I think she's a great comic, a very good comic, a very edgy comic. But her radio show is awful.
I haven't listened to it.
I haven't. I honestly have not
talking
either.
about it.
Right. And now, we admit that we're a little nervous about going on Letterman tonight. So if that's not bad enough, David Hinckley has to write a whole article about how he's been listening to us lately, and he writes an article about how nervous we are.
Yeah.
Thanks, David. Well, you know what? Why don't we take a break and we'll read some of the article next.
Just the title of the article: Opie and Anthony sweat that first date with Dave.
Sweat? Are we sweating? Let me feel.
No, but sweat, almost like I don't sweat you.
No, I've turned the corner, man.
Sweating it.
I'm psyched. I am so psyched. I got a good night's sleep. My mouth is working for once.
Oh,
yeah.
That'll be handy.
Yes. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
We just got to do this stupid radio show.
Oh, you mean the reason we're on?
Oh, yeah.
Shouldn't talk about being nervous. Just be tough.
That's it.
Go have fun.
Go out there. Hey, Dave. What do you got?
Yeah, go ahead, Dave. Go. Say Dave the War. Go.
See, he's a human being. He can't even say our names right. So
Opie.
And I'm gonna picture him in his underpants.
Brady Bunch Logic.
I'm going with
Marcia
Brady.
taking a road test.
I'm going with Brady Bunch Logic. Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, was that from the Brady Bunch?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in his underwear, the driving instructor, when she had to take a little driver's test.
And then she was all nervous, but then she looked to her right and she started smiling because next thing you know, there he is sitting there in his underpants.
And unfortunately, later, her father was found with the driver in their underpants, and well, you all know what happened there.
I just picture him in his robe, and it's just funnier.
A cup of broth in his hand.
All right, we're going to take a break. It's the One and he's been very favorable lately. Anyway, the article, the headline, Opie and Anthony sweat that first date with Dave. Opie and Anthony, the morning team on Free FM and XM Satellite Radio, are ordinarily the most relaxed guys in the room, sitting back and enjoying a good chuckle at whatever passes by. Look at E-Rock's hair.
It's gone. It's past us.
There it goes by.
But we chuckled at it, and it was a good chuckle.
Relaxed.
Very relaxed, yes. But this week, they've been as nervous as soldiers waiting to find out whether they're being assigned to ceremonial guard duty at Camp David or search missions in Baghdad.
Well, not quite that nervous. If I was being told you're going to Baghdad as a fighting soldier,
I'd be crapping myself.
I'd be a little more nervous there, Mr. Hinckley.
He's actually written that about soldiers. He said they're more nervous than Anthony in Tel Aviv.
Okay.
I think David,
that's a good one.
I think Mr. Hinckley was trying to make a joke there, yeah.
Yeah, I think he was trying.
Because tonight is their first appearance on The Late Show with David Letterman. This came up...
Is that tonight?
Yeah.
I like to sound like I'm relaxed and didn't even know. Sorry.
I slept like a baby yesterday. Did you sleep finally?
Did you? Yeah, I slept like a baby. I crapped myself. And I cried all night.
No, now that it's here, I'm psyched. I think what the problem was just waiting. Because we found out about this about a month ago, so it was kind of in the back of your head. You know, I mean, I still think I'm just this dopey kid from Long Island. And, like, you know, I grew up watching Letterman.
Who didn't?
I sat in the audience many times.
You actually went?
Oh, many times, yeah.
See, I never went.
I was there for one of those silly Bruce Willis things where he comes out like an action hero out of nowhere. And I actually was in the audience when Dave Chappelle did his first David Letterman appearance.
Ooh.
When he was just a kid, like, I don't know, in his early 20s maybe.
He's still young, yeah.
Yeah, so... Anyway, so of course we're going to be nervous. Of course.
Was Chappelle funny, or did he bomb?
He was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't know who he was at the time. I'm like, man, this guy is funny. And then he kind of like he didn't really go anywhere. He was just kind of, you know, and then obviously exploded and everyone knows who Chappelle is. But this is like, this has to be like, has to be at least 10 years ago.
By the way, they replayed that.
Anyway, where were we in this thing here? Okay, this came up again yesterday when they ranted that their bosses at CBS Radio should never have scheduled them to meet with an advertiser before the Letterman taping because they don't need any distractions.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, to the bigwigs around here, it's no big deal that we're going to be on Letterman.
Giant wigs.
Because these same people we work for, you know, worked with Howard Stern and Imus. So to them, it's like, oh, yeah, a Letterman appearance. No, but it's the first time for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ranting, of course, is one of the things O&A do and one of the reasons they're so successful, but it's also true the Letterman show is a genuine big deal. See, David Hinckley's seen it our way. It shows you've arrived, says Tom Taylor, editor of the radio trade sheet Inside Radio. It raises you another rung on the ladder. There's nothing wrong with being simply a successful radio host. You could accumulate hundreds of thousands of adoring fans and millions of dollars.
Ooh.
But going on Letterman is a big step toward becoming a national multimedia entertainment personality, which means more fans and more cash. It also means you must sell yourself all over again to Letterman and his audience. Knocking him dead on 92.3 FM counts for nothing on TV, Taylor points out.
Yeah.
If you can't also sell yourself as entertaining or interesting in a visual medium. Just ask Howard Stern, who probably isn't the example Opie and Anthony like to invoke, but who nonetheless did this same dance several years ago.
We got a dance?
Stern decided to present himself on Letterman as a lunatic, and his manic behavior worked well enough for Letterman to make him a semi-regular, which in turn got Stern's name out to so many people who never would have listened to him on the radio.
I think the ratings help, too.
Nor do the benefits only flow in one direction here. An appearance on Letterman gives Opie and Anthony validation that they've reached a higher level of pop culture acceptance, says Taylor. And O&A confer some hipness validation on Letterman with their core young male audience. Tonight, then, is a first date and scheduled accordingly because the last week in August is a relatively slow week for TV viewership.
Thanks. That's good. No one will be watching. Let's book these idiots.
Right.
Great. First date. Are we supposed to kiss Dave on this one?
I have a feeling there were a lot of CBS bosses going, hey, come on, can you do me a favor?
Throw us a bone.
Yeah, I know. We work for the same company, so I'm thinking there's some kind of favor thing happening here.
But the VMAs won't affect you because they'll be over by the time you guys are on.
And there'll be a lot of people maybe staying up late tonight because of that.
Yeah, true.
Maybe they'll take a little peek. Who knows?
Peeksy, as we say.
On the other hand, Thursday may be the single most important weeknight, so it's not like O&A can work out their Letterman shtick in an empty room.
What?
It means there's going to be a lot of people watching us tonight. A few million people, many of whom know nothing about O&A, will be watching to see if these two guys can entertain them fast and well.
Uh-oh.
Pressure? What pressure?
Pressure.
Thank you. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's written some nice articles about us lately, and we greatly appreciate it.
I like him. He was nice to this show, and he was nice to Lucky Louie. That David Hinckley is a good boy.
Now, we're psyched.
Good egg, Noonan.
I can't wait now.
Yeah.
I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm just going to enjoy the moment. Anthony's going to enjoy the moment.
Of course.
And I guess I was reading some fan sites, and it looks like we're going to get a little support outside the theater tonight. That's very nice.
That would be sweet.
I got cold, hard cash I'm going to just throw around tonight. But
Is that
what
you're doing?
But of course, Mark Chernoff.
Sorry. Distract everybody with the TV.
Why? What's going on now?
It was some hack DJ. That's going to the MTV VMAs with a big Z100 banner behind him. That's what they're doing. We don't get to go.
Who is that?
Who is that? Who is that? E-Rock.
Well, why don't we get some? Why don't we get some audio?
What gender does he sleep with?
Why don't we get some audio? Because they picked that guy instead of our show. So he has to be terrific.
He's got to be great.
He has to be terrific. So there's going to be a lot of fans showing up outside the theater tonight, right? So we wanted to make it worth their while, and I was like, look, what can we do for the fans? They're helping us out, helping us get an energy before we go into the theater.
Mm-hmm.
So Mark said, do you want some cash or something? I'm like, yeah, cash,
Cash always works.
Always works, especially with our listeners. So I run him back, and I go, yeah, my idea is, give me like 1,000 or so. And I'll just throw it at the fans that show
cool
up.
G.
And of course he has to write back. I don't know if that's a good idea. Why? People could get hurt.
Well, if you just throw money out?
Yeah, because the cash could cause a frenzy.
Money bags.
And this is what's great about having like two bosses these days. Because Eric Logan got the same email, and he's like, oh, that's a great idea. That's awesome. And then I wrote him back. I go,
throw knives, too.
But I wrote him back. I go, but Mark thinks people will get hurt in a feeding frenzy as they're trying to pick up a couple bucks.
Yeah.
And Eric Logan's like, there's no way that's going to happen. He's like, throw the cash.
Throw the cash.
That would be
That's
funny.
XM's motto.
That would be a really funny thing to do. Just throw cash at your fans outside and walk in like a couple of
I know,
jerks.
how pompous. How asinine and pompous that
Thank
is.
you for showing up, little people.
Thank you. Here, some crumbs.
Your troubles.
The problem is it's going to be 100 ones.
Yeah.
They understand this show. Believe me, no one thinks 50s are being tossed out. I think $1,000 bucks to throw would be great, though.
Yeah. I think it's a quick, dumb idea. But then there has to be emails going back and forth about the cash and what kind of problem that will cause.
Every subject has like 50 emails attached to it. I see the same subject 50 times. I go to the last one, and then I can read all the way down. That's it. I know not to click on any of the ones below it. Find the last one, see what everyone's bitching about, see what E-Rock's yelling about. Cursing in his corporate emails. That's professional.
Yeah, Than had an observation. Because the whole VMA thing went back and forth yesterday. There was about, 10 or 12 emails about that. We're trying to figure out why we can't be there broadcasting live, why we have none of the people that are going to be on the MTV Music Awards, calling our show today, Video Music Awards, whatever. We've been pretty much shut out. And E-Rock got involved and showed some passion for the Opie and Anthony show, which we enjoy.
Yes.
And Than, if you will.
He just had a short series of emails that all ended with F them.
Yeah. With the word fully spelt out.
Right.
That's right. Forget them.
Yeah, not solving the problem or trying to work around it.
Just pure emotion and anger.
Yeah, his advice was just F them.
No solution.
Over and over again.
Diplomacy, just F them.
He was using my catchphrase. He was writing, Frunkus them.
Frunkus them.
All right. By the way, all right. Well, Carlos, Brigada, I might see you down there.
Oh, well, come by. Hey, guys, what I called for was to say good luck tonight, man. I know you guys will kill. I know you'll take it to the next level. Great to be part of the show, man. Thanks.
All right, Carlos. Get back to
last week, man.
Tomb Raider.
Yeah, I'm going to get naked right now because she's hot, dude. I don't care what you say.
I just picture him like Scarface sitting in a tub in the middle of a big marble room playing the game.
I've been to Carlos's house. Have you found furniture to fill up that place yet?
You know what? Yeah, I have.
All right.
Well, they just did cribs here.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Really?
I remember seeing part of that, sure.
We talk about this. Carlos's house is so big. I mean, he's got furniture, but it's like you can't fill up this place. That living room / kitchen / tennis court you got.
It's not full, dude. Don't kid yourself.
He's got the biggest flat screen ever, and it looks so tiny on the wall because the room is massive.
It's too big.
Yeah, you can play tennis between the living room area and the kitchen area, and it's all one room.
Fly Pelican.
Yeah, right? All right, Carlos.
Love you guys.
See you, buddy.
Later, man.
All right. Carlos Mencia, everyone. Let's say hi to Dugout Doug before we take a break and get Otto and George in here.
Oh, Otto's, that's right.
Dugout.
What's up, guys?
Hi, young angel.
What's up?
Douglas.
Hey, as usual, since you guys are going to be somewhere in public today, there's going to be a drove of fans gathering for the Letterman appearance.
Ah.
We've got a guy bringing 8,000 Twinkies and a truck from Maine as a appetizer for you guys' event.
Really?
Why Twinkies,
Why
though?
Twinkies?
Have you seen the fan base?
No, that's true.
They're trying to eat healthier.
They're on a diet.
That's pretty smart. And for anybody that doesn't get into the show, 3 of our lovely Pal Talk ladies, the Baby Girl, XOXO, and Happy Typing Girl, will be leading a march to the bar, and I believe there's rumors of free body shots for everybody that shows up.
Oh, really?
Wow. What's this about?
So everybody check one of your message boards, the whackbag.com, the oaexperience.com. There's information on all of this on the websites. And real quick, if you're on the websites, can you check out and do a search for FHM, because our Kara from MySpace is in one of the top 100 girls for the FHM Digital Darlings contest.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Good for
Check
Kara.
that out.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And don't forget, guys, good luck tonight. And anybody you've ever car crashed won't be watching the show begging for one of you to screw up.
Of course.
There's going to be a moment there where we bomb on something.
Ta-da!
Right, that's all right. All right, Doug, thank you. Thank you for the support. Thanks for everyone that's going to show up outside the theater to give us a little energy today.
All right, boys.
See you, Doug.
Later, Doug.
All right.
Him and that hot chick. Oh, is his girlfriend sexy?
Eliza from Newark.
Yeah, there. How you doing, guys?
Eliza.
Hey, listen.
Eliza? What the hell happened?
Eliza.
All of a sudden, I hear Eliza, and I just think Eliza Dushku. I like conjures up in my mind, and I'm waiting for a female voice, and I hear Mac.
You know how many gay guys were getting excited because we were going to talk to someone named Eliza, and it's you?
It's Elijah.
Is it Elijah?
Elijah.
Okay.
Elijah.
That's our dumb screener.
Yeah.
Say, can we handle this now?
Yeah, all right.
This guy's all pissed off.
Right.
All right, time is money.
And I guess we got to say hi to Otto.
Right.
And, of course, George, his puppet.
You guys are huge. Don't worry about that at all. You shouldn't be nervous.
Well,
are you nervous, Anthony, at all?
You know what it is with me? I get nervous right up until I'm there.
Yeah.
Like, it's all before crap that goes on, and then you get there, you sit down, you start doing whatever you're doing,
Yeah.
or get out on stage if you're doing that, and then everything's fine, and then you get done, you're like, oh, no big deal.
Like when I saw the Grateful Dead on Letterman, he kind of let Bob Weir do the interview, and Garcia was just kind of laid back. Are you going to let Opie do most of the?
No, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'll let him do all the talking.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
I'm gonna sit back and just enjoy.
Yeah,
just sit back, don't say anything.
Nah.
Just go. I'm just gonna let this soak in, and you just chat.
Yeah. We'll put each other on the spot. Hey, tell him that joke you were telling me about the time you went down there.
Yeah, what was that thing? Opie had a funny story just in the green room. Why don't you tell that one, Ope? I didn't have a story.
Yeah, no, we'll be fine. It's just getting out there and doing it now.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's just been the build-up and waiting and the phone calls going back and forth and stuff like that.
It'd be funny if you guys just did the hackiest, like, back and forth, like the obviously most pre-planned back and forth.
But
I know there's so many things that would make great inside jokes, but would come across looking so bad.
Yeah, the fans would go nuts, though.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be O&A 101 stuff, so it's going to be easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to ask the basic stuff.
Sort of a get-to-know-you kind of thing.
And then hopefully we'll get a few laughs out, and then it'll be like, all right, see you later.
Yeah, like the hardcore fans are going to probably be like, oh my God, we've heard this stuff.
We've heard this stuff a million times.
Oh, you've been fired, you did this, you did the voyeur bus thing,
Well, because we're talking to a whole new audience tonight.
Yeah.
So I really think
it's not about you, douchebags.
I think it's going to be the stuff we've talked about a million times, the Sex for Sam, the voyeur bus.
He's got to read your, police record and police
the police blotter. He's going to run through that.
We've had 20 people arrested for this radio show, so he could talk about that.
Crime wave.
But enough about us.
I also see now this. I got to ask you about. You've been on David Letterman.
I have been.
Okay, very good. Me and Opie are doing Letterman tonight.
Really?
It's our first time ever.
Look, he's shocked too.
I know.
Everyone we tell is shocked.
It is shocked. Everyone is shocked. But I need some advice. What do? You walk out there. Are you nervous? You sit down. What's the first thing you do?
Yeah, go back to the first time you were on.
Yeah, first time. What was that like?
The first time I did it was the best time. I can't say why. Last time I did it, I felt like I talked too fast. I think you got to slow down.
Okay, don't talk fast. Let me write that on my hand. I'll write that on my hand so I get the...
Well, it's the 10th.
All right, E-Rock's got something to tell the fans.
Who's that?
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
E-Rock.
Are you coming out?
No, Jimmy.
The hair is fake?
No, that's not fake either. If they want to get Letterman standby tickets, call 212-247-6497. They're taking names now for standby tickets.
You want to get the number out again?
Jeez, how about,
That's a big thing.
That was inspiring.
Yeah, really. That's a big thing. Maybe we can throw it up.
Give me it. Hold on.
Maybe we can make it part of the thing.
I bring nothing to the table.
Hawks plugs stunk.
Maybe we can make it part of the pad data thing.
My name is Eric, and I hate blacks and Jews.
Wow. Jeez.
I forgot about that one.
Black people need to shut up.
Whoa.
Oh, easy.
You are a racist.
Easy, kiddo.
Is this on?
Hey. Boomer Esiason knows Anthony.
That's true. Okay. But, football player.
Letterman standby tickets for Opie and Anthony tonight. There's going to be people there, but you never know. Sometimes there are fallouts and people don't show up because a lot of these tickets are bought or saved in advance by tourists who don't wind up making it to New York.
Because years in advance, sometimes they they write in for these tickets, they get them, and then they don't show up because perhaps they were killed.
Yeah, hopefully. Or
perhaps they don't show up because they don't know who Opie and Anthony are.
Right, and they don't care.
Do you know
to see Jessica Simpson.
Do you know if you're first guest or second or who's on with you?
Juliana Moore is on with us, and I'm sure we're second.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, a lot of times, let's hope that a bunch of people are going to come, and the matriarch of the family found a softball-sized lump in a bosom and couldn't make it, so there will be some open seats.
Right.
Call now for standby tickets. You do at times get in with these, believe me. 212-247-6497. That's 212-247-6497. Today outside the Letterman Theater. What time is you guys actually getting in?
And if you idiots aren't near here or can't make it, don't call for the tickets.
What time are you guys doing it? Because it's not. A lot of people are gonna think it's shot late. It's not shot late.
5 p.m. or something.
We have to be there
3:30.
It's like between
Yeah.
4 and 5:30, something like that. You know,
we'll be inside by 4.
Okay, so you should pest your fans, actually, not just pest, but also you can't read the card. All right, whatever.
What happened?
Well, they're trying to take my pictures off here from some of the MTV photos I got yesterday, but apparently it's not working. What's Roland doing? Damage control? Not really.
What is wrong with people?
I don't know. Roland looks like a jack-o'-lantern.
Momo.
Or a jack-o'-assern.
Opie, Opie.
Yeah.
What the fuck's wrong with you, man?
Why?
Why didn't you let me talk to Ed Norton?
You were on hold with 100 people.
Yeah, what do you want to say? And it's Edward, stupid. That's why you
Yes,
didn't get through. He doesn't like being called
Edward. Edward. He's my favorite actor. I have very rarely been able to talk to big stars like that.
Okay.
And then I call up the one time, and you don't put me on.
Wait a minute.
That's the, you know what?
How am I supposed to know that? First of all, you got through to the, past the screener, and you were on, and I could have went to you, but we had everybody calling.
Yeah, I hear you. But you know what? I've been there from the beginning of XM when no one else would love.
Who is that? Some bum.
babbling idiot.
What time you want to leave?
That's all right. I wonder what he would have liked to have asked.
What's going on?
10:15.
They're planning their departure.
10:15
or 12:15 flight.
What's wrong?
Okay.
Get there early.
All right, yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go home and pack.
All right. That's how we end today, I guess. We got to go.
Wow. That was quick today. Yeah, we do have to go.
But we're still working.
I know. We have things to do. It's very busy.
We're doing a pre-interview from 10:30 to 11:30, and then we're going to be over at the Letterman Theater anywhere from 3 to 4. I think we're showing up, maybe.
We have time for a nap?
We're going to try to nap together.
Don't steal the covers.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. I mean, it's going to be a short moment in time, and then you're going to have so much to talk about tomorrow, and it's just going to be great. And then you won't be as nervous next time if you're nervous at all this time.
Your mouth to God's ears.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I did Joe Franklin. I know big time show business.
Franklin. Yeah.
Yeah.
We did
Donnie Deutsch. So let me tell you.
They never aired it,
well,
and they've been trying to get us back ever since. I'm like, no.
John McEnroe's show. We did John McEnroe's show before he got canceled.
But that was like not doing TV.
It's important that people see you, though, I mean,
that's what we were thinking when John McEnroe's people called us.
Yeah.
You know that not one person the next day called our show and commented on our John McEnroe appearance?
Nobody watches that?
I swear to God, no one.
Wow.
I don't even know if the video clip's available.
Hasn't been on
I have
for years now.
Because I don't even remember, that was like 2 years ago. Yeah. I don't even remember what we did on that show or anything.
Wow.
So I went to YouTube thinking that might be up there because like you said this morning, everything's on YouTube.
Everything's going to end up on YouTube.
Not our appearance on the John McEnroe show.
That'll end up there.
All right. Otto, what are we promoting today?
Oh, the usual shit. I'll be at the brokerage next Wednesday with Joe Conti, my dear friend out there, Joe Conti and Chips Cooney at the brokerage next Wednesday.
Basically, go to your MySpace account because you got a lot of gigs. The next one is September 8th at
the Gotham. Yeah, we're trying to get a lot of O&A fans down for that because the crowds in Manhattan are really snotty and stuck up, and I want some of those. Cops and truck drivers and the O&A people. I want some real people there.
Guys that appreciate humor.
Yeah, definitely.
September 9th.
Do
I wave in my left hand or my right? Wait. And here they are. Walk out.
Oh, man.
Don't wave.
All right, I'm going to try.
Just walk up. Don't wave. Just walk out.
Oh, and Letterman? Yeah.
How do I do this?
No, don't do the shrug wave.
Halfway?
The humble, shrug wave.
Can I do the Jimmy wave?
Which one is that?
From JFK?
Where you wave gently with your ring finger.
Oh, okay. You're an attractive man, Mr. Gary.
Yeah. I always use the middle finger.
Oh, okay.
It is the ring
finger.
It is the ring finger.
Oh, the Tommy Lee Jones character?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Jimmy and I do that all the time.
You give a little wave like
Mickey,
that.
Mallory.
You just got to walk out, and you got to look right at Dave, shake his hand, and take a seat.
And go, let's get this shit over with.
Come on.
Yeah.
Plaster a smile on your face and plow through this shit one more time, funny man.
Yeah. It's the opposite of what I do when I'm a guest on your show. You should just come in, be entertaining, and take over, make your point, and then get out. Whereas I just sit here like a boob and don't even know I'm on the air and waste my entire day when I could be recovering from my flu.
Yeah, I was under the weather today. This stupid rain from our
good job
from our PNC show.
Yeah.
You did fine today though.
Thank you.
We had a very busy show. We had a lot going on.
That was cool.
All right, guys, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll have I'm sure, a full report on our Letterman experience.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
We're pretty damn pumped, I got to tell you.
Everyone's going to be watching. I'm excited for you.
And we'll see a lot of you guys outside the theater with the 8,000 Twinkies.
Yeah.
That's not
all about.
That's not our idea. But it'll be interesting.
I don't even know how that's a tie into anything.
I'm supposed to get like $1,000 cash. We got it?
Yeah. Cool. Well, I don't have it in hand yet, but we'll have it.
All right.
Yeah.
I want to go have lunch on the street, so make it perfectly clear I don't have $1,000 cash on me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I mean, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yo, man, what time is it?
Right, exactly.
Yo, man, you got a cigarette?
Oh, yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
Holy crap, look at my luck.
Yeah.
Be getting my stupid, wrap sandwich.
Whole interview with Letterman will be how you got the big black eye.
Yeah. Hey, that's not a
broken nose. What, get in a big fight and just come...
Just go out there with a huge black eye where he has to talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, you got to get punched. You want to punch each other in the face? We could go in the office right now. They do in the movies all the time. We'll just sit in a chair, and you punch me in the eye, and I'll, punch you in the nose.
Yeah, we got to do something special.
They should have never told you were doing Letterman. They should have just brought you over there. You have too much time to fuck this up. You're going to fuck it up.
I know, we really do.
Yeah,
we really do have too much time to fuck this up. You're right.
These asses at CBS...
Punching each other. That's an idea.
It's like we'll just go out there beat up.
These asses at CBS told us about 2 months ago we're doing Letterman. So it's been in the back of our head for 2 freaking months.
Yeah, the vomiting and the nervousness.
Yeah, but the day is here, so
yeah,
we're going to enjoy it. People could stop by XM for banners for outside Letterman.
Hey, look at that.
E-Rock set that up. Are you going to just sit out there on the sidewalk cutting...
Oh, we have them all done. Come
all right, cool.
And should E-Rock sit on the sidewalk? See, new question.
All right, we got to get out of here.
Steve. Yeah, let's go.
Anything?
No.
Of course
not.
No,
of course not.
Nothing for air.
Nothing. Buy hybrid.
What are you going to ask us?
Just about stuff for next week.
Like what?
Oh, it can't be stuff after.
This is what we have to do after the show. We might as well do it for everybody. All right, go ahead.
One of them.
Is that what kind of day it's going to be? Yeah.
Even the machines are a little slow this morning.
Man. I feel like I used to feel when we did afternoon drive. You know, come in, still drunk. Man.
I smell omelets, though.
Yeah. This is great. We actually have food cooking in here.
We're pretty lame, though, bro. We have really changed. I remember the days, instead of, 2 guys making omelets for the whole crew, we would have a bartender and shot girls.
Shot girls, yeah. Walking around with the test tubes full of shots. We'd be drinking. That's kind of hard to do in the morning. You got to be honest.
Our old show got so crazy that we hired a bartender and shot girls to come in every Friday. And we were doing so well for the company and the radio stations we were on that management just looked the other way and said, do whatever you want, just to make sure the ratings keep coming in. And we actually had a guy that was a bartender, and we'd have 20 people in studio, and he would mix up whatever you wanted. And then it got to the point where we had shot girls walking around with test tube shots and Jell-O shots during our radio show.
It was great.
Now you have omelets.
Now we have omelets.
You guys sound like the reformed poor.
Yeah.
I used to be crazy. I'd bang 6 guys a night. But now I want a 5-star dinner, and you're not even going to get...
I met the right guy. Did you? Yeah. That's us all over. But, man,
yeah, where do we begin?
We had one of those nights, where you couldn't just... couldn't go home during our normal bedtime hours of 7 p.m. like a 5-year-old.
I made it to 10:30.
Did you?
I still haven't seen the Letterman appearance.
You didn't make the appearance?
No, I tried to. I was so freaking wiped.
I couldn't sit there anymore and listen to everybody because everybody else saw it.
Yeah.
We were the only people that didn't see it. We were in it, but we didn't see it.
We saw the whole show except for our appearance.
For us. And
we're sitting in that green room and watching Dave try to say our names. I guess he cut that out of the live show you're telling me?
Yeah.
He had a tough time saying Opie and Anthony.
It's very hard. A lot of people say Opie.
Opie and Anthony and
a lot of people say and Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Opie.
I saw it. You guys look great. Look
Thank you, sir.
Really relaxed. And I got to admit, I was watching with one eye.
The one eye action.
I was like going, uh-oh. I think that was one of those could go either way.
I know, you're like, oh boy, you don't want this to bomb. Oh, don't bomb. That's all you go into those things thinking too. It's just, all right, look, your expectations are so low. You go, as long as we don't bomb, we did okay. Just don't bomb. Like you don't even you just want to walk out of there with no one remembering you were there, but no one, just nothing. Just walk out exactly like you walked in. Leave everything like it was. Like when you set up camp in the woods. Leave like you were never there. That's what you want. But, man, it really went well. It went better than I ever thought it could go.
I got to tell you, everyone's saying it was a home run.
Yeah.
Everyone is saying it was a home run. The people at Letterman, the people around us, our family, our friends, the O&A Pest that were outside.
And everybody that works over there was so completely cool. Like, you get this impression of doing the show. And I said, like a couple of years ago, when Jimmy was doing, like, Leno or something, I said, I don't know how you do that. I go, I couldn't imagine standing in the wing waiting to go out without vomiting on my shoes or passing out or just something. You can't just walk out there without nerves just racking your body. So when I'm standing there and Opie's right there next to me, and it's just you become a complete individual. You are self-contained, and all you have is your own stupid thoughts in your head. As you're watching Dave go through the introduction, you're just there going, oh, my God, here I am. And how did I get here? And all these dopey things are going through your head like, oh, my God, in 1 second, I'm going to have to walk out here and do this.
Look at Paul Schaefer. He's right there.
There's Paul Schaefer. There's cameras. There's Dave. There's and now I got to walk into this maelstrom.
I always have to work up a healthy, like, fictional hatred for whoever's hosting the show, or else I'll be too intimidated.
Yeah.
Anything.
That son of a bitch.
The Byron Allen show.
Yeah.
Hell with this guy. Oh, you on Real People? Whatever, buddy.
Who are you?
What helped when we were in the... What helped for me when we were in the green room and David Letterman couldn't say our names? I'm like, he's a stammering ass like me. This is going to be easy.
This is great.
But when I was on the side of the stage, all I was thinking, I'm pissed off I never saw Paul Schaefer.
No?
And he was right to the right.
Yeah, I saw him.
All I was focusing on just getting to the couch without tripping over the tennis balls.
Well, we were warned 800 times. Apparently, Dave was doing one of his stunts last night, and because of the U.S. Open here in New York, he dropped just
5,000, I think.
Crap load, 5,000 tennis balls on the floor.
Yeah.
And it's weird because we were in the green room when they did it, watching it, and you felt the whole floor shake. When it happened. And they were all over the place. And we're thinking, how are they going to clean that up?
I thought they were just going to get a bunch of guys with brooms.
Or get them out of the way. It's like, how do they clean that up before we come out? Because we're coming out like next. They don't. They get 20 people that go, please be careful walking through the tennis ball. I can't tell you how many people told us to watch out walking through the tennis ball.
But that made it great. Instead of us walking and awkwardly waving.
Because we went through that. It goes through your head. You're like, when we walk out, what do you do? What do you do with your hands? Do you wave to the crowd? Do you, just extend your hand too soon to shake Dave's hand? Like, the second you walk out, your hand is out? I got a mile to walk here, but I'm just going to keep my hand out in case Dave meets us halfway. So the tennis balls helped. We like kicking them around a little bit and trying not to trip over them.
No, it really helped when we were on the side of the stage, too. They were in commercial break. And the producers were talking to Dave there, and all of a sudden he looked toward the the side stage.
Yeah.
And he made eye contact with us, and then he got up and he walked over, And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, my God.
He's coming over. What are we doing
He's coming
wrong?
over to say hi. And all of a sudden,
he's telling us we're cut for the night. What happened?
Yeah, all of a sudden he reaches his hand out. He goes, I'm Dave, and I want to say no ass, no kidding.
Yeah.
And he shook our hand, and then that really helped too.
Yeah, he walked.
Even though that was quick,
shook our hands, and then walked back to the chair. So it's like, all right, that's cool. That's cool. But you're in just like
you guys
panic
still have
mode.
the adrenaline is still going. You're hearing you guys talking like
Adrenaline, alcohol, whatever you want to call it.
Oh yeah.
You know what's funny about walking out and not knowing what to do with your hands? That's like when you come out and do stand-up and they don't want you to use a mic. I did comedy one time and I had a lapel and it was just like, it's like your security blanket. I was waiting for you guys to come out with like the headphones still on, one of these long little microphones.
A big mic stand to just move around as we're talking.
We should rewind a little bit. So we got off the air yesterday. We had to get off early to do the pre-interview, and we did it at XM in the office on the speakerphone with one of the producers. And
Went really well.
It went so well, it was scary because she was belly laughing the whole time.
Yeah, really like.
Where I'm looking at Anthony like, what is this? Is she just...
do they do this with everybody to make them feel good, or are they really laughing?
Or is this real? And then I went back to the hotel and crashed. You went back to your hotel and crashed.
Yeah, I made a mistake, though, that Opie never makes. Opie doesn't care, like, about news or like, maybe... I don't know. I have to have my phone on.
No.
I have to have it on all the time. Opie shuts his off, so I get a call, and, mucho apreciado to Hugh Pinero, our huge boss over at XM Satellite Radio, but I was sleeping, trying to sleep. I'd been up since 3 in the morning with my eyes just wide open looking at my ceiling in my bedroom, The whole week I couldn't sleep. And then I finally get to sleep after the show for just a couple of hours because we got to be over there by 3:30.
That's crazy to keep your cell phone on. It's bound to ring.
Yeah.
And with me, if the phone rings, I'm up for good. I can't go back to sleep.
I know, but
the only people going to call you is like some relative telling you that somebody died, and they're dead. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do.
It isn't even so much family emergencies that I'm worried about. It's like our agent calling with something. Like I'm.
But even that could wait. I proved that point.
Yeah, see,
we were going through.
What are you going to do at 3 in the morning? Unless they're calling you to say your apartment is on fire.
This was after the show. This was like at about. I guess one in the afternoon.
I could almost
sleeping.
I could almost understand keeping your phone on when you go to bed, because the odds of it ringing a lot in the middle of the night.
Oh, and it rings at 3 in the morning. You just answer it. What? What? Who? Info quickly. 3 words. What is this?
Which hospital?
Yeah, something.
Right.
Who's dead?
It rings at 3 in the morning. You answer. Which hospital?
Oh, you just hope for a Hispanic voice on there going, Carlos, no, wrong number. Right. Oh, thank God, you stupid ass.
I can't go through that, so I just turned the phone off. I have to.
Hugh called to, wish us well and everything, and that was all fine, but I don't know if he even knew, because I answered the phone like, oh, yeah, Hugh, what? Yeah, good, thanks. What? And like at that point, you would think he'd go, oh, okay, you're sleeping. Sorry to wake you. Just good luck. Go back to sleep. And before I come out of my actual sleep, then I could get back to sleep. But he's just, hey, this is fantastic. Gonna be great. Yeah. Hey, I'm really coming out of my sleep zone here. Could you hang up? Let me just go back to sleep. I got a show to do.
I had that was one of 10 messages on my cell phone. So that would have kept me awake.
It rang again, but I didn't even wake up for it. It was my brother Joe.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like, guys.
Really?
I'm trying to sleep. But, then just getting ready. And like I said, I am nervous Nelly right up until go time. Like, so the getting ready portion, the looking at the clock, and I'm calling out times like it's a shuttle launch because I want to make sure my girlfriend, who is perpetually late, like for getting dressed and everything. So I knew the cars were going to be downstairs at 3:30 for us.
Yeah.
So I'm like, 6 minutes. She goes, I just got to put my top on, everything. Don't worry about it. I'm like, 3 minutes. My hair, I'm brushing my hair. T-minus. I go, and now, go time. We got to go. Meet downstairs in the lobby. Everyone's down there.
Yeah.
And
that's when I was starting to get real psyched.
It was psyched, but again, I'm nervous Nelly, so I get all nerve-wracked.
Wait till you see
Opie
my
showed me a
pictures.
picture. It was great. It's me and Opie in the back seat of the Escalade, and Opie's just kind of looking, and I got this horrific, like there should be an Al-Qaeda flag and masked men behind me with knives. That's the look I have on my face. Like, please, I have a family. Release me. Yes, American imperialist pigs are here. That's my face. I'm horrified.
Got on the orange jumpsuit. Just
just terrified. Oh, my God, they're going to cut my head off.
Wait till you see all the pictures from my camera. There's some beauties on there.
But now here's the difference between doing any other show we've ever done. From the time we pulled up, the drive over, I'm all nervous and everything. But we pulled up.
Nervous? You're yelling and screaming because we had 2 Escalades. We were in the lead car.
Yeah,
and then we had
a decoy, and then
and then we had an Escalade for all the people we worked for, our 3 or 4 different bosses,
security, and
who knows. And they didn't make the light, and Anthony is just losing his mind.
I'm like, how do you not make the light? How do you not make the light?
We only had to drive, 3 blocks?
I was 3 blocks away.
But
then we're sitting there waiting, and I'm like, what's taking them so long? You blow the light. You blow the light. And then they whipped around.
No, it was great.
First, because I'm all like I'm jumpy. I'm all nervous and stupid. Everything's annoying
what's
me.
The worst nightmare you were having of how that was going to go?
That I would be in the wings, throw up, and they announce my name. I walk halfway out and pass out on the stage. And they got to, cut. What do you do? Cut. And it makes the news things. Shock jock collapses on stage of Letterman after vomiting. It was awful in my head.
Getting back to the Escalade, we leave the hotel, and there's no left turns in most of Manhattan.
Yeah, you can't
especially around rush hour,
especially main roads like 57.
So the driver's—he's ready to go all the way around Columbus Circle, which was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And a certain person goes, "Hey, make the left," and the guy goes, "I can't. It's illegal." And this certain person goes, "I'm a cop. You could do whatever you want."
I'm a cop. Do it.
This driver got so excited. He went.
Oh yeah.
He took a left on a red light.
He was taking Starsky and Hutch moves.
Yeah, he's like
sliding around.
He got a free pass and he was going to take advantage of it, man. He had a lot of fun in those 3 blocks.
And we pulled up to just a crap load of pests and fan support that was unbelievable outside of the theater.
Well, they showed up.
Sullivan Theater.
They showed up because we told them we would pay them to show up. Let's be honest with everybody.
We did. We said we had $1,000 and we were just going to hand it out to the crowd.
And so many of the Letterman people, when we got inside, they're like, "What was with the money?" And it was all $5 bills, so it was impressive.
Yeah.
It wasn't dollar bills. And they're like, "What was with the money?" And I said, "Well, we have to feed the pests. That's our new thing.
They
We
must
got to
be
feed
fed.
them. We have to feed them to make sure they, continue to support us."
You know, when you have
they need
tiger,
a good feeding,
a lion and tiger act, you don't send the trainer in there with hungry animals. And that's how we felt. We fed them so they don't turn on us.
Right.
And they know that when we're done and come out, they'll still be there, perhaps expecting more money.
That worked out
and
well.
It worked good for the press because they were all there.
And I didn't know they were filming that for the show. I saw a camera guy out there. I didn't know they were going to use that as like a bumper. We get out of the Escalade and we got I have 500, Ann has 500 all in ones. I think it was more than $1,000. I thought I had 1,000 myself.
I know, it was a big stack, and Opie's handing them out a couple at a time here and there. And I just I started doing that, and then I'm just like, screw this. Well, I'm taking handfuls and throwing them into the crowd, doing what they told us not to do. Going to make a riot.
Well, because I realized
throw money into crowds.
I realized it was going to take forever to hand out these fives.
So I'm just winging handfuls into the crowd, causing injuries. Some of the pests that'll go nameless. There was one that a girl bent down to grab a stack of a few fives, and one of the guy pests just almost punched her and grabbed him out of her hand. It's hysterical.
It was unbelievable. But thank you for everyone that showed up outside the theater there.
And that kept my mind off of it because, again, nervous Nelly.
Yeah.
And then they walked
We fed off their energy big time.
Yeah.
It was so good to see that many people out there.
A lot of cameras, a lot of the paparazzi, as they call it, snapping pictures like crazy. And they walk in, and then from there on, it is completely organized. They run a tight ship. They know exactly what's going on. They take you up to the dressing rooms. which then you got to look at like pictures on the walls of Bob Dylan, the Stones, the Beatles, the Supremes, and it's like, yeah, and us.
And Opie and Anthony.
You realize the history that went on in that theater, and then two jackasses are going to make their way out on stage at some point.
How about we do this? Why don't we take our first break, and then we'll continue with what was going on inside the Letterman Theater.
Yes, and the fact that I did abide by the Luke Wilson rule.
Yeah.
Which worked out very well.
The CBS people weren't happy. I'm like, relax, it's one.
Screw that. What CBS?
Or two.
Wait, you mean the Letterman people or the people that were with us?
Some of the people with us associated with this radio station.
Don't worry about it.
We'll get into it in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Also, we got to talk about how my brothers and my sister were getting yelled at by the pages.
Almost thrown out of the show that their brother's on.
Yeah. We got to talk about the $1,000 bottle of wine. We got to talk about Bob Eatman at the bar with the U.S. Open on the TV.
And later in the room.
I like how the interview was going great, and Opie's instinct to somehow always make it like this could go awful. He sees the tennis balls. He's like, can we throw them into the crowd?
Yeah.
No, yeah. They're going to throw them back.
Let's do something that could perhaps get someone killed and get us all fired. Shock Jock gets David Letterman fired after 30 years on the air.
All right, we're just getting started.
He was really like, no,
they'll throw it back. Like anyone knows,
he knew I meant it too.
If you throw something into the crowd, it comes flying back.
Twice as hard, by the way.
Doesn't matter. You could throw gold doubloons, and the idiot will throw them back at your face.
Speaking of which, someone is saying, let's go to Bubba in Boston. Bubba, go ahead.
Hey.
Go ahead. Rain on my parade. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, congratulations last night.
Thank you.
Fans, I was watching to see if you bombed or not.
Of course.
You didn't, Anthony.
Thank you, sir.
But, yeah, when you came out, Opie, you were throwing like a sissy, man.
Is that a rule of thumb? Never throw anything unless you're a pitcher?
Dude, I'm... Whatever.
Well, you came out
whatever, ass.
I have to defend this now. I played sports my whole life. Trust me, I don't throw like a girl ass.
Well, why'd you throw like a girl on national TV?
You can't throw it hard. I was trying to just lightly throw it toward the camera.
The audience is like 8 feet away, and you're going to wind up a fastball.
Take a crow hop, hit the cutoff man. Some old lady from Wisconsin just takes it in the face.
Takes it off the forehead.
Yeah.
Leaves with a big red mark on her head.
I was lobbing it at the camera like this. With a little soft touch. That's all I was doing, Bubba.
All right.
I will have a throwing competition with you any day of the week.
Bring it.
Bring it on.
Next time we're in Boston, I'm looking you up, Bubba.
How many games back are you, ass? Shut up.
Go Mets.
All right.
Best team in baseball.
I wasn't going there, but okay.
Thanks for raining on my parade.
All right, punching out.
Maybe one day you could be happy for us.
Maybe one day, no bitching. Maybe one day, just be happy
day
for us. Creep.
I had the tennis balls in my hand, and what I was trying to do was bounce it up toward the camera.
Yeah.
And I actually hit the camera guy in the chest. He wasn't happy.
I don't think he was happy with that.
Opie, why didn't you throw the ball? Why did you throw the balls? Why didn't you just lay them on your nose?
Great point, though. Yeah, the audience.
Bastards.
You know, it looks a lot different on TV, obviously. You know, the whole thing is so small.
Mm-hmm.
When you're there live.
The upper deck, it's like if you were at the edge of the stage, you could jump up and grab onto it.
Yeah.
But on TV, it looks like you're in this massive theater, and like Paul Schaefer's a football field away. It's all right there.
Everything's very condensed.
So like Bill's saying, what was I supposed to do? Just like hurl one at some fat babe from Oklahoma?
Like that Dave Parker throw from the warning track in the All-Star game. No bounce, just right to the catcher.
That's what he wanted.
Well, it's funny. Anytime you do those, no matter how good it goes, somebody's going to say something. I did Letterman. Right. I went great. I was psyched. And then I got one person just writes like, I can't believe you wore a suit. Why'd you wear a suit? And then like one person sees that and then they all just tag it.
Yeah.
Why'd
you wear a suit?
Well,
that's just scumbag. Can't just be happy for
like
one day.
Letterman's going to come over in this $5,000 suit and I'm going to stand there in T-shirt and looking like I won a contest.
I'm going to wear my fog hat shirt.
Speaking of which, Aunt and I, if you haven't seen it yet, we decided to wear, very nice jackets because we have a horrible reputation that we're trying to turn around a little bit.
Wonderful jackets supplied by Joseph Abboud.
That's right. So I got a lot of email overnight and got a lot of calls, whatever, everyone checking in. Steve Kingston, one of our old nemesis.
Nemesis.
This is his email. This is his email this morning. Subject, tennis balls. You guys killed him on Letterman in spite of the jackets.
The jackets. See, I love the jackets.
Sorry, Steve.
Why can't everyone just be happy for us today? They always got to find
Steve.
one dumb thing.
Didn't want to dress like a slob, number one. Number two, just heard over years how notoriously freezing cold it is in there. And the last thing I needed with nerves and cold was to be shivering with my teeth chattering as I'm trying to talk. So the jacket worked perfectly as an insulation from the cold. And it looked really good. It's something, we don't do often. We don't dress like that. It's a special occasion. And what are you going to walk out in? A ripped-up concert T-shirt that's a midriff top because it's been washed so much? Yeah, I'll wear my Rush T-shirt from 1978, you jerk. What are you wearing?
Just be happy today.
Be happy for us. Just negative Nelly ass. Can you just be happy?
All right, Bill Burr in studio. Are we promoting anything, Bill?
I got nothing.
No, you're going to be a week 313 free. Let's go to Pittsburgh and say hi to Mike. Mike, what's up?
What's going on, boys? How you doing?
All right.
Hey, man.
Hey, you did really good on the show last night. You look really good. No homo.
As long as you throw in the no homo, that's good.
Great, thanks.
We looked good.
Let's go to Buffalo. Harry, what's up? Harry.
Yeah, what's going on?
What's up?
Still dialing his phone.
I want to give a quick shout out to Buffalo real quick. Listen, that's, where were you at? St. Louis last night. No, David Letterman. You guys put on a pretty good show there. The only thing I got a question about is what is up with that wave that Anthony gave at the end?
What, did I give a wave?
See, this is what sucks. Just be happy for us today.
I didn't wave properly.
You waved like a fag.
Yeah, very merry.
I throw like a girl, and you had a weird wave.
Did I wave?
How about you just be happy for us one day? That's all we ask. One lousy day, be happy for us.
It's not going to happen.
We know this show's all about picking each other apart and just getting ridiculously stupid and picky. But today, I ask, just be happy for us. One lousy day. One lousy day.
Can I ask him what type of wave did I give? I don't remember.
You just gave the big old big hand, fingers spread wide apart. Hey, how you doing?
Fingers spread. I did. It was kind of like, hey.
I think he might have you on this. I like the way
he might have it. Yeah, he described it really dumb. If I did that, I apologize to everybody that saw it. I should have closed my fingers tighter together and given a Queen's wave.
Well, he was trying not to do the Nazi thing, and that's what...
Yeah, I know. Anything... Yeah, because I'm waving to the crowd. If I put my fingers together and, point it toward the crowd.
All right.
You know what's a nervous energy, too, in that situation is for some stupid reason. Even if you've never been in the military, you give a salute, and you just...
Hey, how you doing?
Why am I doing this?
Hey, just in case there's a general in the audience. Don't want to be brought up on any charges. Huh?
You should have gave him the two and the pink one and the stink wave.
Right, the shocker wave. That's what I'll do.
That's what we get from Buffalo. Harry's representing Buffalo today.
Harry is
Thank you, Harry. Let's go to Columbus and see if it's a little better. Tommy, what's up?
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey.
Hey, I just wanted to call in and say congratulations. You guys were great last night.
But.
No buts.
Oh, all right.
Not yet. Had two questions for you.
Oh, here they are. Go ahead.
No, it's not going to be bad. I just had a question. When you guys came up, I know, Anthony, you did most of the talking. Is that something you guys talked about beforehand?
Nah, it's just the way it played out, really.
Anthony was in the power seat there.
Well, I know you said you were drinking and you're a little bit nervous. I didn't know if it was something to that.
Nah, it's just the way it worked out on that particular appearance. Next time, Opie will talk more. I'll talk less. It's just whatever. It's like the show. Whatever happens.
It was hard jumping into the conversation from where I was sitting, to be honest with you, because I think even Letterman's very used to just having the one guest right there next to him.
Yeah, so we'll sit on each other's lap next time.
There you go.
Real quick, my second question.
I was happy with my role.
Why were you sitting on Anthony?
Right.
Did you work that out beforehand?
That was a stupid wave.
I was happy just being there and sitting there. I was relaxed. I just I jumped in when I could.
I had somebody trash me off my HBO special when I finished. They go, "Did you have to do the point to the crowd, "Who were you pointing at?" And I was like, and I was just
your
like,
mother.
I was like, my parents.
Yeah.
My parents came to the show and they were excited
them
for
out.
me.
That I'm acknowledging them.
That I see them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Next time I'll huck a loogie on them. What are you supposed to do? They pick apart everything. My wave. My fingers were too far apart for that guy's liking. That's freaking me out.
Well, Nixon lost an election doing that.
Why are you being too?
He didn't cross his legs. He sat there like a catcher.
Yeah. Let's go to Sonny Forelli in Boston. Sonny.
Hey, guys. Hey, congratulations, man. Listen, being that I'm a working stiff, owning a business and everything, I couldn't stay up late last night to watch the David Letterman show, man. Wanted to know if you guys were going to have it on opieandanthony.com.
Yeah, it's going to be up there. Steve's going to work on it a little later this morning. There's some pictures up there already that E-Rock took. I think there's our appearances on YouTube from a camcorder that was snuck into the audience.
That sounds familiar.
Go to YouTube and throw Opie and Anthony in the search.
They
brought him.
So are they going to allow you? Are they going to allow you to put it on opieandanthony.com?
It'll get up there. It'll get up to
on
YouTube, and then, and that'll be it. So, thanks, Sonny.
All right, good.
All right.
Congratulations again, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We were okay though, Sonny. Like nothing to pick apart.
No, hell no. You know me. I
All right.
give credit where credit's due, man.
All right. It was just a lot of fun. I don't care who talked
Do you
more.
know him?
I don't care who got bigger laughs. I was just happy to be there.
Damn happy.
Hey, so we go inside. We should talk about some of the things that happened before, and then what they said after our appearance, and then we can finally move on to other things this morning.
Can we got Anthony argue in the middle of this and just
we'll just go into an argument about the man. Those 5 people.
You do the same. You're just like me. You don't read. You're just like me. None of us read. None of us taking a survey. I just throw numbers out.
It just absorbs. I absorb the information somehow.
Yeah,
osmosis.
Same thing. You. What are you saying? All those people down there.
Right.
All of them.
All
Every
of them.
last one of them.
Everyone. Not one exemption.
Well, what happens is someone gives you a really intelligent point, and then it becomes your own.
Yeah.
Or you read it from a book.
Your own.
You pass it off as your own.
You read a dumb Michael Moore book or something, all of a sudden you think you have all the knowledge you need. And then you read the other side and go, no, they're right. I'm taking their side.
I swear to God, like I'm sitting there going like JFK, there's no way one guy did it. And then this one guy just shows, they start showing
how it was done,
his shooting record. From 350 yards, he hit 48 out of 50.
Yeah, and
right
you go,
down the
all
center.
right,
I'm
he
like,
did it
God
alone.
Damn, he did it.
He did
and
it.
then 5 seconds later, they saw a shadow on the grass. It was a conspiracy.
Right.
That's a sharp-shooting Patsy.
Yeah, then like halfway through, I'm just like, all right, I'm a moron.
All right. So they get us upstairs, like way upstairs, like 6 stories up. I guess was the green room, the first green room.
Yeah. A lot of elevator rides and staircases.
Right, and that's where we just kind of sat for like 45 minutes and watched Dave start the show.
Mellow out and sent people out for beer. Here's what it is.
Beer.
We talked with Luke Wilson on the air, and I mentioned the whole Letterman thing, and he had done it before, of course. It's in movies. And I said, what do you do, if you're nervous? He goes, dude, couple of beers. He likes Heineken. He said, a couple of Heinekens. But I said a couple of beers. And he goes, not too much. You don't go out there drunk and pull a Farrah Fawcett, or you're just like, you make all the reels. Although it could be good to make the reel every year when he has another anniversary. And remember the drunk shock jock that came out? He's mother effer, you're just cursing and ruin the show.
That never dawned on me that's why she was out of her mind. Like maybe she just had a few too many.
Yeah.
Because she was nervous. I guess no matter what level you get to, it's just like, don't bomb.
You gotta know.
Don't bomb.
Right. And when you're drinking to do anything. I've brought this up when I was on a dart league out on Long Island, and after a few beers, you shoot darts like you can't shoot any better. It's great, but you could graph this out. How many beers to your dart quality? After a certain amount,
then the
drop off is amazing. And it's the same thing. After a couple of beers, you can loosen up. You talk good. You talk good. You speak well.
You know what? You
loosen up.
Exposed who you really are. Just sitting there talking about world events. You're a drunk who plays darts. After about 5, man, I'm just feeling it.
I'm in the zone.
Once I have that 11.
6 or 7, forget it.
Once I have like 7 or 8 beers, I'm talking, these people should be tax exempt.
Yeah. But that's what they need to do in New Orleans.
But that's when it gets fun because then you start throwing the darts at like the light switches.
Yeah, the light sockets and
all that
heads.
stuff. You decide to find more exciting targets in the bar.
You got to find the perfect ratio, and 2 beers is good.
So we're up there
over a certain amount of time too. You don't want to just
we were up,
wolf them down.
We were up there, and it seemed like an eternity before we were going to hit the stage. So Aunt got beers, and then we're watching Letterman. The show starts, and I got caught up in, wow, we get to watch Letterman. I'm like, no, this is the show we're going to be on.
Yeah, it's weird watching the show in the afternoon. You're watching it like you're just watching an episode of David Letterman, and then it hits you again and again and again. It's like, oh, no, this is the one we're on. Oh, boy, we just said our name, and you're constantly getting that whoosh, whoosh in your stomach.
Yeah.
You start looking down at you watching an hour. It's all going to be over.
It's going to be over. Okay, forget it. Be done.
You notice I kept going to the bathroom? I had to keep emptying my bladder, and then I emptied everything else out of me.
Oh,
did you smell what I left behind? That was me.
You didn't.
I had one of those nervous...
turned it into the brown room.
Did that at the PNC show.
Really?
Oh,
that wasn't me over there, but...
Somebody took I got to do jokes in front of 11,000 people dump. And I got to tell you...
During last night's Top 10, when they were taping that, I was in the bathroom losing everything out of me. That's what happens to me, I guess, when I get nervous.
Yeah.
And I couldn't... there was no matches or nothing. It was... And I knew everyone was like, they knew what was going on in there. But I couldn't help
myself. They had some incense in there.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. So then we're drinking the beers, and then then the producer comes up to do one last check of, all right, Dave might ask you this, this, and this. This went well in the pre-interview. I think we're going to go there.
Yeah, they give you a little sheet of paper with things on it that you talked about in the pre-interview. You just kind of throw that away.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah, that's how that works.
No, I'm not being a smarmy ass there. I'd never done panel. I always wondered how that worked.
Really?
Yeah, never done it.
You'd be good on panel. I don't understand why.
Because I don't have a television show.
I'll demand it next time.
I definitely got
I think we got some pull now.
I tried to do a panel on Carson Daly. We pitched that to him when I had that live at Gotham that
Right.
I was hosting. They were just like, yeah, no.
Oh, yeah, no.
Okay.
That's not really a TV show. You're just hosting. You're
come on, funny man.
So we're in there, and we're just having a beer to relax, and some of the bigwigs from CBS Free FM here in New York come walking in to support us. And all I heard was, oh, no, they're drinking.
Oh, calm down.
And I had to explain. I'm like, we're just having one to mellow out.
I can drink and drive. Never mind do a talk show. Don't worry about it.
This certain person that's way up there in media relations, she was freaked out. I'm like, look, man, it's just one to just calm the nerves.
There's a limit. You drink a couple of beers.
I know. They're acting like you guys get fired every 6 months. So they should be relaxed.
Oops.
Yeah, I don't think they had high expectations for us.
If they had, if there was shots, let's say, there was a bottle of Jack back there, and we were just, taking shots right out of the bottle, then I could see them worrying.
A nice shot of vodka would have helped.
Nah. See, that's over the top. That's real booze.
Just one shot.
Beer you can stretch out over time. Shots, you got to do them all at once. If you're there for an hour and you drink 2 beers within an hour, you're okay. You're doing fine.
Hey, how many shots can you have and then still play darts better?
Probably
2 or 3.
Yeah,
right.
3, but 3, and then by 5, you're done. I was hitting like trip 20s. Now you're off the board.
Right.
You're hitting like the wooden wall. Dung.
Yeah.
He really is lunch pail Louie.
Oh.
Hey, let's get E-Rock on.
6 beers, my foosball, my right hand.
Hey, don't talk about foos. I'm real good.
He'll kick your ass
in foosball, my friend.
This is such a classic Boston
I grew
game.
up in Huntington, Long Island. It was the law. Darts and foosball.
Dart leagues. E-Rock. Yeah. So what was going on in the audience as we're pounding beers backstage?
Well, I was sitting with your family up in the balcony. We were in the front row there, and the rest of the guys from the show were there, too. And the show's going along nice. Every time they mention you, your family decides to do everything that the pages tell you not to do during a live taping. They're making high-pitched noises because there's microphones right next to where we're sitting, so they're making the loudest noises possible. They're yelling woo and stomping and everything.
Wait, they tell you not to scream woo?
Yeah, not to scream woo.
They don't want it to sound like that live, like, tape of Good Times where you hear people like, oh, yeah, in the background. Like, they didn't care what got out over the ambient microphone back then.
They want energy.
They want energy and applause.
But they don't want woo.
No woos.
No woos.
No woo-woos, no
woo-free
And they
zone.
tell you all this?
Yeah, no whistling, no all these different things that you can and cannot do.
My brothers are animals, by the way.
Yeah.
I knew they would help us by being in that audience, and we got them in the audience just to feed off their energy. My brother Elmo's in studio today.
The bimbo who...
The fine people
who describes what we can and can't do. You know, she described about whistling, and then she kept making a point of woo. Now, you at home, start screaming right now. What's your first thing? You're woo! Things like that are just natural. And these guys keep coming down the aisle.
A lynching.
They're about to throw us
out. What was that?
Woo! Me, Quinn, Scott,
no
Brett,
yeehaws?
and my sister. We're just yelling like maniacs for you guys. And they were all crazy.
Yeah, the pages kept coming down, and they almost kicked them out.
Yeah,
they almost kicked my
That's got to
family
be
out.
embarrassing, having your family removed when you're on the show.
Yeah.
We're pointing, but we're with him.
Yeah.
It was just insane. It's like, aren't you used to this? Doesn't this happen every day? And the guy, no high. What's with the high noises? We don't know.
No high noises?
Yeah, we don't know the timbre or the timbre of our voices.
Yeah. Timbre.
You know, whoa. I mean, that's a normal thing.
And every time the page came running down to talk to your brothers, the page is doing this. He's a big black dude, and he keeps going, what am I telling you? And he's waving his hands back and forth like he doesn't know what's going on, and he's about to cry. He's like, well, what did we tell you? Keep the noises down. What are you doing? And Quinn starts yelling, oh, go back and sit down, and just starts stomping even more. And
how close did Quinn come to punching someone?
Quinn did very fine.
Yeah,
He kept focused. He wasn't there for the bimbo, though, so you got to give him a little leeway. He came in later. He was in the green room, while the rest of us were stuck with the rubes from Topeka, who are really happy to be there. We just wanted to see our brother and it.
Why isn't Tom Selleck on? Who are these people?
And then it came time. We got our makeup from a lady that had her kid running around, and she had celebrity photos all over the walls. That was pretty cool. And then she told a creepy story about Warren Zevon, how his picture fell off the wall the day he died or something.
Yeah, they were playing a Warren Zevon song.
A Warren Zevon song.
And then his picture fell off the wall, some kind of haunting over there at the Ed Sullivan Theater.
Yeah, because I know if I died and I was going to explore anything, I'd go backstage to a talk show.
To the makeup room.
I wouldn't fly over the city just to see what it looks like. To do that by myself.
Maybe you can do all that, though.
Maybe you
got
bored with that. I don't know. Let me knock a picture off the wall. I'm here.
And then that would be funny just to freak out people, you know, just be tipping over stuff.
All right, I'm just going to knock that over and then I'll fly.
No, it was so weird. And then all of a sudden, another producer comes to get us and goes, it's time. And you felt like
Green Mile.
That's what I was thinking. I felt like this must be how it feels before you're getting executed.
They come to get you.
They come to get you in that long elevator ride down.
Yeah.
And then we're standing on the side of the stage, and everyone's just looking at us like, who are these asses?
Yeah.
And then I'm looking out onto the set. We said this earlier. And they're talking to Dave during a commercial break.
Well, at first, too, they say, you want to stand on the set, like on the side, to get used to the cold, because it's really cold in there. Yeah. Everyone knows how
I didn't even notice.
Cold it is. Didn't notice either.
Not a clue.
Like, what cold? Any sense of, like, temperature change on your skin just disappears with the nerves.
Yeah.
You just freak out. I think someone could, light a torch under you. You wouldn't notice.
And then the producers are talking to Dave, and all of a sudden, obviously, they said something about us because he turns to the side of the stage.
Yeah.
And we make eye contact. He gets right up and walks over. And that
shook our
Like
hand.
I said earlier, that really helped when he goes, hi, I'm Dave. I'm like, yeah, no crap.
We know.
I think we know that.
So you're saying even Owen Wilson has to have a couple of beers?
Yeah,
I wonder,
that freaked me out a little too.
Who is like the most super confident person? Someone has to be backstage just going, it's going to go great.
Yeah,
just completely.
We've asked at least I have
Ferguson.
Every single celebrity we've talked to about going on talk shows since we announced this like months ago.
Yeah,
and just yesterday, Edward Norton was on the phone and asked him, how was your first appearance? Were you nervous and stuff? And he said, yeah. He goes, I think I talked a little too fast, and you know, like he critiqued himself, and he was nervous, and it's, you know,
it doesn't matter who you are. In the end, you're a human being. Of course, you got to be freaked out by that stuff. Of course.
I meant to say, was it Colin Farrell? Just one of those guys who's just got every hot
Colin Farrell just, he can't care.
Yeah,
right?
he
just come out. What do you want?
Yeah, you undo a couple of buttons to your shirt. All the chicks go crazy. You just sit there. Chicks. I got a movie coming out. You have pages running around. No wooing.
Don't woo Colin. He's going to unbutton his shirt. We're warning you now. No wooing. Yeah, he's got to be the guy, though, that really doesn't care. He's not nervous.
Because I was I've done it twice, and I'm wondering, you know, is the that nervous feeling, does it ever go away? Because I know, like, when I do
second time too, you still nervous? Oh boy!
No, the second time, then it says, "Wow, he really liked me the first time. Don't screw it up and look like a one-hit wonder."
Right. Well, not get asked back.
When I first came to the city and I started doing stand-up, I mean, for years, every time I did a set, I would be nervous, like, "Oh my God, this is New York City. I'm going up on a weekend," and then somewhere along the line, I just stopped being nervous.
Yeah.
It's over the years, like, you know, it's more like when you start being not happy with your career, wherever you're at, like, oh, God, I'm still at this club. I'm a loser. You start thinking that stuff. And you go, hey, how you doing? F you.
All right, let's go to the phones here.
Nerves.
Let's talk to cigars and scotch.
Hey, you guys didn't look nervous at all. Opie very slightly. He looked like he was meeting a girl's parents for the first time a little bit, but for the most part, you guys look solid. Like, as a fan, I root for the show, but I still like to see a little cringe. There was none.
Oh, good.
It went much better than I ever expected.
You guys, seriously, honestly, you guys look really, really relaxed.
I told everybody I was completely nervous right until I walk out. And that's been years I spent in bands, the same thing. Like backstage, I'm freaking out. And then the second you walk out, everything's fine. It's full. You're there. You're just
as soon as he introduced us, it was a piece of cake at that point. I don't remember what we said. I still haven't seen it.
I know. It's one of those things that go by so fast. And it seems like a minute.
Didn't you think it was like 3 minutes and like, oh, great, he's cutting our appearance short. He's going to play some dumb bit to fill?
Yeah.
And it turned out they told us backstage it was like 9.5 minutes. You know, when we got off stage, everyone was just really, really cool saying, you guys killed.
And aren't you coming backstage going, was that good? How'd it go?
We didn't even say like a word. All the people that were lining the hallways were like clapping and stuff. It was what happened? Who's coming on?
Yeah.
Now, why are they applauding?
What, they got a surprise guest or something?
Yeah, what happened?
Is Bruce Willis doing some action thing? But and at the end of the appearance, David Letterman leaned into Ant and said, "Great Howard impression." He loved the Howard,
which is weird to me because I always, you know, when you watch, you always wonder what he's saying to him right there when he kind of leans over and talks to you. And during that moment, I'm like, I know what he's saying because he's saying it right to me right now.
Yeah, I always thought it was just babble, like.
No, he goes,
like he's like just making it look good for the camera or something.
He said that is a great Howard impression. Oh, like
Chris in Boston, what's up?
Good morning, boys.
Hey.
Good job. I know this is going to sound strange, but they showed the camera pan over to you guys before you came out. I see Anthony bless himself, walk out, kick tennis balls, and the first reaction the first reaction that I got was like watching a proud parent see his kid accept a diploma on stage. That's the first thing that just came over me.
Like accepting a diploma.
This could have been the biggest career highlight last night.
I could have sworn I was behind that wall when I crossed myself, too. Everyone saw me cross myself. Like, right when they announced my name.
Ant believes in God.
I gave myself the cross. That was just in case I dropped dead walking out.
Let's go to Jennifer. Jennifer in Jersey. Go ahead.
Hi, how are you guys?
Great.
Just wanted to say congratulations. The show was awesome last night. Anthony, did you almost trip over a tennis ball on the way out?
Did I? No, I was kicking them out of the way. Because they were like, the whole stage was full of tennis balls, so I was kicking them around a little bit.
We kicked them into the audience, and then they started throwing them back. I don't know if you saw that on the show.
I took a couple as a souvenir.
Yeah.
Got them at home.
You guys were awesome. You were very smooth. I had a great time watching you. I stayed up extra late just to see you guys, too.
Thank you.
I didn't stay up to see it. I was too tired.
I stayed up. Oh, did I stay up?
I tried. So, really fast, then it was over.
Drinking. Yeah, I was playing darts, drinking.
Then the appearance was over. We went back upstairs to see our people and stuff that came to support us. And the relief on our faces, I mean, everyone said it like, oh, yeah. And everyone said, you know, it was a home run, you guys killed. And then all of a sudden there's this lady up there. This is the punchline to the whole thing. I don't even know if Bill knows this yet. There's a lady up there. She's a producer for the show that we haven't seen yet. Like, I guess she's like a really big producer for the show. And she said, congratulations. My name is, I don't even remember because I was just
met so many people last night. Please.
She goes, you guys hit a home run. You killed. Can you come back in December? Can you come back in December?
Before we left, we were invited back.
And then people that are in the know, they go, that never, ever, ever happens.
Yeah,
it never happens on the spot. But she's like, you guys killed. We want you back in December.
Yeah, we just got back to the dressing room, and they book us for December.
So we're going to be back.
Really cool.
That's a good way to know that they weren't just saying, "Hey, great job,
great job. We'll call you.
See you later."
Yeah, that was really cool.
Touch.
But now, Bill, you screwed me all up because now it's like, now we got to top that.
No, you guys, you'll be fine.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
We will, because we didn't even get to half the stuff that they thought would be great to talk about.
Yeah.
The Voyeur bus, Tony Danza.
Yeah, we had a lot of stuff that we didn't even touch on.
Jay in East Elmhurst. Jay.
What's up, fellas?
Hey.
Just wanted to tell you guys you killed last night, man. I particularly liked when Anthony came back with that rebuttal on Letterman. Letterman looked like trying to push Howard on him a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know if we explained that, but we're sitting there, and we're both realizing that this is going really well, and you see Letterman actually laughing. I mean, we've been in the position where we'll have guests on, and we'll kind of like fake laugh to help the person along and keep the energy in the room.
I think the audience knows when that is.
Yeah. So I think, I don't know, I think we're sort of experts on that. And we were looking at him, unless he's a great actor, we're like, holy crap, he's really actually laughing and enjoying himself.
It freaks you out when he laughs, because I'm looking going, oh, my God, he's laughing. What do I do? Oh, my God, what do I do now? He's laughing.
Yeah.
And then the audience laughing, and you get an applause break.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, my God, what do I do? Should I step on it? Should I squash this applause break? Or wait?
Yeah.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
And then
you don't know what to do. You're like an idiot up there. Just, what do I do? They're laughing at me.
But, Jay, you bring up something that's very, very important. So it's going really well. It's light. It's fun. You know, it's silly at times. And then Dave goes down the Howard Road, and, you know, I think Dave is, well, why don't you explain it? That would be great. I'm sure you know because you were there. Go ahead, Jay.
Love the Jimmy bit.
I know.
No, I'm just saying I got a little nervous. I didn't know how you were going to handle it.
Well, I was going to explain that, but why don't you explain it?
Yeah, since you're just going to step on anybody that tries to talk, go ahead.
Why don't you explain what's in my head, because I'm sure you know better than I.
East Elmhurst show.
Right, go ahead, Jay.
You go ahead, man.
All right. Thank you, Jay.
It was, we knew that was going to happen, though. We knew he was going to bring it up at some point.
And we know, you know, there's a relationship there between Dave and Howard, you know, obviously, and I think Dave felt obligated. He has to at least go down that road a little bit.
Yeah, I think so.
It was just starting to get serious, and all of a sudden Ant nails it with the Howard impression, making it fun again, and then Letterman couldn't continue.
Yeah, he started laughing.
You diffused the whole thing by doing that Howard
really
thing.
Started laughing. Yeah, I just started talking about how Howard invents everything and, you know, doing that impression. And people just loved it.
Because
started cracking up.
Because Dave was getting serious. Like, it's like, all right, we've had some fun here, but let's get into something I want to talk about. And then Ant's like, I'm not going to have that, man. This is all about, you know, us for once. And nails the Howard impression. The audience goes crazy, and I see it in Dave's face like, all right, well, I try, but, you know, this is just going to continue being fun. And then when you did
That's one thing I remember is he's talking to me. He goes, well, you know, you do have to admit that he did kind of change radio and stuff, so I finally just resigned. I went, yes, okay, Senator.
Right. But
that was great.
I gave in to the inquiry.
The punchline of the whole appearance was when you said that he invented Morse code as well and went ... me. That was me, Robin. The place just went nuts.
Even he was laughing. It was, when you get him laughing, and you got to know, Bill, how that is. Like, just when you're actually mission accomplished kind of a thing, you're like, wow, the people are laughing, this is going well. And in your head, you're like, you can't get past it. Just like, oh my God, is this working? Holy Jesus, it's actually working. I'm not bombing. I'm not tanking.
Yeah, it's just relief in the end. Ah, good, that didn't suck.
Yeah, that didn't suck. We're such insecure pieces of crap.
Yeah.
It's like, great, I'm not sucking completely. This is great. I don't stink.
Dude, I told that story before. I had nightmares of bombing on the show, just forgetting my material. I told you that. Yeah, I must have told this story 3 times on this show. Like, I'm bombing on the show. This is the dream. Can't remember my act, and then I look over at the desk, and my dad is sitting there.
Speaks volumes.
Yeah, the father figure.
Right.
That's like the level of intimidation.
Yeah.
That, like, Letterman. Just because you've been watching the guy for over 20 years.
Yep.
Since I was, in high school or something, man. All right, why don't we take a break? Bill Burr sitting in for Jim. I'm on autopilot today. I'm just
forget about it.
No, I wasn't saying it was like that.
Oh, it is hack to just go, it's a silly morning. Trust me, you called me out and you should have, Bill. You should have.
I spent, after the show, it was spent with ELO. Let's see, who else was involved?
Well, we went to
Bob
dinner.
Eatman.
We went to dinner, which was amazing.
Went to dinner, had a great dinner, and somebody, I think it was ELO, decided to order a $1,000 bottle of wine. I kid you not. A $1,000 bottle of wine.
That's why we love working for XM, by the way.
Yeah.
The one thing going back to regular radio, you forget about how cheap they are when it comes to stuff. They argue about, you guys don't need a car to go to Letterman. Can't you walk? All this
right around the block.
All this dumb stuff. I'm not kidding you. Tom's going to hit these poor chefs up for money because we're promoting them for free. This is how it is on regular radio. XM, they just throw cash out the window. They don't care.
I'm sure the stockholders love hearing that one.
But they don't. There is a major difference.
Yeah.
A major that we forgot about until we got back to regular radio. And then then there was arguments going, who's going to pay for dinner? Because we thought, hey, this doesn't happen every day. Mm-hmm. We're on Letterman. We're going to take advantage of this and really do it up right. We're going to go to dinner afterwards. I want to invite my family and everyone that was involved.
That check episode was like the honeymooners.
That was hilarious.
It was like the honeymooners. I'll take the check, Bill. Okay, Ralph. Like no one.
Right.
Wanted to deal with it.
Before we went to dinner, the emails were going back and forth. Like there was a whole argument: who's going to pay for dinner? And then it turned out maybe it should be half XM and half CBS. And
Chiasano was saying there was no way I was paying for that.
He said that?
No way.
He said that?
Yeah. Dude, did you see what the check came out to?
$1,000 bottle of wine?
The whole dinner.
Wasted on a bunch of animals who probably couldn't tell if they were drinking an $8 bottle of wine.
This is really good. Yeah, and then you try to
from the bottle.
You try to make it like you're deserving of drinking the wine by swirling it in the glass a little. Nice, good legs.
Right.
It's got good legs. They smell it. It could be grape juice in there.
It could have been a box of wine for all we know.
Come out of a box.
But yeah, well, the bill was $2,400.
About $2,400, and the check came, and I just saw ELO do a move. He pushed that check over to our super agent Bob Eatman with the finesse I've never seen before. Just right over, and then didn't even look at him. Like, hey, you're taking care of that.
And he was the one that ordered the $1,000 bottle of wine.
ELO ordered the $1,000 bottle of wine and then pushes the check off on our agent.
Yeah, we've been out.
It was a great move. Yeah, exactly.
We've been out to dinner with our super agent, and he'll look at the wine list and go, he'll pick out like a nice $60 bottle of wine.
Yeah, sure.
He won't go too cheap. He'll go to that conservative like area, where you don't look like a cheapie if you order that bottle.
Not swill.
ELO's like, F that went right to the bottom.
Yeah.
$1,000 bottle of wine, knowing he wasn't going to pay for it in the end. And the alcoholic drank half of it, by the way.
Could you tell the difference?
It was pretty good wine, I gotta say.
It was good.
It was pretty good wine.
It was good. Yeah, yes, Keith.
I just wanted to hear you talk about the wine.
It was wonderful.
It was good.
It was fruity, yet...
Sorry.
Yes?
About the emails, how they went back and forth about who was paying for dinner. And ELO finally stepped up and said, yeah, I'm going to pay for dinner. And I'm watching him last night as the wine list came, and he looks at Bob and he goes, All right, come on, Bob. We'll split it. We'll split it. You and I'll split it.
Yeah, I'll drink it. You'll pay for it.
Yeah.
And that was splitting it to Elo.
And then at the end, he just kind of says, "Oh, Bob, again, take care of this." And that was like this, and he just didn't miss a beat. It was like the smoothest move. And I go, how did he just get out of a week of arguing in emails about who was going to pay for this bill? And he just slid it over, and Bob just didn't know what to do.
For a $2,400 check, too.
Yeah.
This wasn't like, $80.
Yeah, right?
Something like that.
At a Fridays.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. You guys killed on Letterman.
That's
Everyone
what it
had
was.
Euphoria going.
Everyone was pumped up.
He had his guard down.
Feeling good.
That's right.
Elo just
Bob didn't know what hit him.
No, Bob's hand was shaking when he was signing that one.
And Bob's trying to figure out if he could get away with, not giving as much as a tip. Thinking, it's $1,000 bottle of wine. I mean, did the waiter really work the $1,000 bottle of wine?
So we don't have to tip on that.
So why don't we minus that off the bill?
Dude, that's like a $400 tip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was a little over $400.
$480.
He did the right thing in the end.
It's crazy.
And then we got back to the hotel.
Insanity.
I tried to stay up. I just couldn't do it.
We went to the bar in the hotel. We went to the bar, and they had the U.S. Open on because all the tennis players and all the staff and everybody is staying at the same hotel. So you see the tennis players are walking around. And it was odd because I took a couple of the tennis balls from the Letterman show as souvenir. So I'm kind of bouncing them, walking through the hotel, going into the elevator, and I go in there, and this guy is in there, and he goes, hey, how was the Open? And I go, oh, the tennis balls. No, I was on Letterman. I didn't give him a reason, an excuse, or he just looked so puzzled. Like I'm bouncing a tennis ball. The whole U.S. Open is staying at this hotel. Obviously, I was there. And I walked off the elevator, and he just kind of looked at me like, huh? I was like, I was on Letterman.
Probably thinks you're a tennis coach.
Yeah, something like that. No, he really didn't have a clue. He was so confused.
Yeah.
But we went to the bar in there, and Bob showed up, as did Elo was there the whole time, and continued drinking. And then we end up trying to figure out where we're going to watch it. We wanted to watch it in the bar in the hotel, but all the U.S. Open people are staying there, and Agassi's playing, and the game's obviously not going to end.
Could be his last match ever, by the way.
So they're not turning it off so we could watch me on Letterman at that point. And they're saying, Bob's like, should we ask someone if they could maybe change the channel? I'm like, Bob, no. Let's just go up to your room and watch it up there. So we went back up to our agent's room, and me and Elo proceeded to clean out his mini bar. So not only did he foot the bill for the $1,000 bottle of wine and the full check at dinner, we're like pulling out every beer, the Heinekens, the Amstel Light,
$15 beers,
whatever was left, the little bottles of booze. Man, just pounding down everything, and Bob's just looking, going, I can't wait till Letterman's over to kick him out. I'm going broke.
Our super agent got raped.
Oh,
he can't wait to get back on that plane to L.A.
Totally,
he can't wait.
We cleaned out his mini bar. Oh, it was just, and then the show ended, and he pulled the stand-up move like. Yeah, guys. So where's your room? What floor are you guys on? It's like, get out of my room. Oh. Nice. Got a great picture of drunk Elo lounging on a couch. It was like a glamour shot. That one's got to go online. Elo is a lot of fun, man. Yeah. He is a fun hang.
He's not here yet, so he must be hurting, huh?
No, he's got to be hurting.
Let's go to Linda in Boston.
Gentlemen.
Yes, Linda.
I was so proud of you guys last night.
Thank you, Linda.
I'm very, very serious. I have to get up really early in the morning, much like yourselves. I went to bed early. I have a TiVo. I was going to TiVo it, but got up just in time to see it live. Couldn't have been prouder.
Oh, thank you, Linda.
You guys looked like you did this every single day.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that.
Isn't that odd?
It was amazing. Your presence was amazing. And, Anthony, you were hysterical with the Howard.
Thank you.
Yeah, the Howard thing just put it over the top.
Oh, the last piece, when Letterman said, good job, but whenever you said, ... me.
Yeah, that was the home run.
Perfect. It brought the place down.
At that point, they were in their kayaks trying to find the ball. Helping out San Francisco today. There you go. There's your local reference today.
Keep it local.
There you go. Thanks, Linda.
My pleasure.
All right.
Bye-bye.
And the appearance, I think, is going to be up on opieandanthony.com later today. And, of course, YouTube has some, bootleg version from the audience already.
Did you get the congratulatory email from Jimmy Norton?
Yeah, let me read this. Jimmy has sent us a communique. Jim Norton writes, "What an amazing effing job last night. You both look as relaxed and comfortable as I've ever seen you. You came off as confident, funny, and completely ready. Letterman had to mention Howard, I suppose out of loyalty, which worked out perfectly. You answered the Howard issue with a punch to the effing teeth, and it didn't come off as you two trying to get his name in. Could not have worked out better. I'll try to call in tomorrow if I'm awake. Dallas is great. A lot of love for the show down here. You had Letterman and audience laughing hard. That appearance will do more than all the bus ads in the world." Signed, signed Big Kisses.
Big Kisses,
XOXO, Jim.
Jim. Great.
So that's Jim Norton. He's at the Improv in Addison, down there in Dallas all weekend
who's
long.
on the phone.
Let's say hi to Elo. He's at the airport, actually. Elo!
Hey, guys. How you doing?
You're at the airport?
Yeah, Hurricane Ernesto, or whatever that F its name is jacking up my travel.
Oh, yeah. You're flying into what, Washington?
Yeah.
You must look like Hurricane Elo at the airport.
With your hair, they thought you're flying in from the hurricane. Boy, that weather must be rough.
Elo, you're the worst boss. I got to say it, man.
What?
Because, like we had a great day. The Letterman thing went off perfectly. We get back to the hotel. Obviously, it's way past our bedtime. Mm-hmm. You're supposed to be the responsible one. You're trying to drag me into the bar. You don't care. You're like, well, I guess it'll be me and Ant just drinking all night. And I'm like, no, Ant's part of this show. You should be telling him to go to bed.
We had a great time.
Yeah, I was hearing you guys talk about the move for Bob. I mean, I've had some good moves. That might be my best ever.
Yeah, that was so smooth, man.
But the part of the story that you guys missed was the guy brought the check, and then Bob's like, well, since what do I do about the tip? And I said, I'm sure they included it. It was a party of 100 or whatever the hell it was. The tips are, no, don't worry, just sign it. It'll be fine. So Bob signs it, and then about 3 minutes later, you get that uncomfortable tap from the waiter, and it's like, excuse me, there was no gratuity on the check.
Elo told Bob that the tip was included. So he didn't put a tip in. He just signed it and gave it to him. And the waiter had to come over and tap him and go, "Excuse me, sir, you forgot the gratuity." How embarrassing!
Me, sir, you owe me a Bose system.
I look at the waiter, and I look at Bob, and I go, "Bob, my God, what are you doing? You're embarrassing the man."
You told him to. Oh, you are an ass.
Oh, God, I heard you, that photo in Bob's room.
Oh, yeah, where you're lounging on the couch. It's fantastic. That one's going to cost you if you want that, the only copy of that.
Yeah. But listen, I mean, you guys were amazing. Now, I knew it was a highlight of your career, but it was also a highlight of my career. One guy talked about watching Graduating, but it was like watching a parent, watching your kids out there. It was great.
Aww.
I enjoyed every minute. It was a highlight of my career, too. So.
Eli, what was your favorite part of the whole day yesterday?
You are the worst, man.
Wow.
You are the worst.
That was great.
You think he's still talking, or he knows?
He stepped right into a right hook.
He's got his phone to his ear, and he's like, son of a bitch.
This has been our gag with our boss at XM for a long time, but he's been on to us for a long time. He had to be thinking, well, of course they're going to want the answer to this one.
Yeah, that's all day you're going, can you just say something nice? We had a good appearance on Letterman. Setting him up 2 hours early.
Oh, that was not nice, man.
Let's go to Mark in Buffalo. Mark, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
From what I saw last night, it was a great show on Letterman. Unfortunately, I don't know if you guys are aware, but we got this fugitive named Bucky Phillips that escaped from a local correctional facility, and the troopers cut in yesterday as soon as you guys started talking about XM and Sirius, and some troopers from Albany cut in, and we missed the rest of the show.
Oh, my God.
They interrupted the Letterman show in Buffalo.
And Buffalo's a huge, huge market for us.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Why, because they're getting 8 feet of snow?
I set up my TiVo, and I watched it live, and they cut it off.
So they never...
Good to see you guys.
Wait, so they played it just later?
No.
No, they never played it.
That's unbelievable.
They caught a few seconds of us in Buffalo.
Well, for everyone listening to us on the edge,
the Heidi game.
Heidi game, yeah.
Go to opieandanthony.com or YouTube. It'll be up on both those sites later today.
Yeah, that'll catch
thanks,
as
guys.
many people.
I know, no kidding.
TV.
All right, Mark,
Great.
thank you.
Thanks.
All right, we'll take a break.
Stupid criminal. Couldn't have waited.
What else could we talk about as far as the Letterman appearance goes?
Why don't you talk about the carrots in the dressing room? I think he's exhausted it at this point.
Yeah, I think Phil's right.
And then when they gave us the T-shirts, we were like, "Oh,
It was
we got
wonderful.
Look, man, this could be the career highlight. It could very well be the career highlight for us. We're beyond excited today, Bill.
Yeah.
Can't you just be happy for us?
I was for the first 3 hours. And it's like, already. I got it.
Shut up already.
All right.
Oh, he's so right.
I just said, and it's like already, not already.
Yeah, already.
It's like already.
When we get back,
Already.
When we get back, we're going to talk about the PNC show where Bill Burr was hearing things. Well, the whole crowd was hearing things as Bill's finishing up his set. And also,
could they hear that too? That's hilarious.
And also, I think they did. And also, we'll talk about what we were talking about backstage. And I'm willing to do it if you are. I think you are willing to do it, right?
Yeah, I think I do.
By curious? What?
Swimming with sharks. Next on the Opie and Anthony. Let's go to Gary in New Jersey. Gary, what's up?
How you doing, man? You guys killed yesterday. Watching Anthony is like watching a star being born, but I got a greater appreciation for Opie. You can almost see the driving force behind everything that you guys do for the fans. It's like Opie's always thinking about the fans. Like instinctively, Opie thought about giving those tennis balls to the crowd, and then David kind of he was like, "Oh no, we don't want that."
Yeah,
that stuck out to me. That was kind of funny, and I got a great appreciation for Opie now because I know where all the crazy stuff happens.
That is true. Opie has an appreciation for the fans, and I really can't stand any of them. I'm a selfish, greedy ass.
We work very well together.
Is this Bobcat Goldthwait on the phone?
Yeah.
When the guys.
Thanks, Gary. Our Letterman appearance will be up on opieandanthony.com and YouTube in the very near future. Let's say hi to Club Soda Kenny. Live from Dallas.
I got a great appreciation for Opie and Anthony. Nobody's got a better appreciation than me.
All righty.
Yeah, who is that guy?
It's Bobcat Goldthwait.
Oh, all right.
So now,
listen,
yeah.
I'm so proud of you guys.
Oh, well, thank you, Kenny.
You guys are so terrific.
By the way, now that we've made the big time, we don't need you anymore. Thanks for your services.
All right.
Okay. I'm not worthy.
He has the same tone and emotion no matter what's going on.
Yeah.
I was so proud of you guys. My foot is on fire.
I am. I forgot the line, though.
I am Rock Quarry.
That's right.
I wish I was there. I would have liked all those tennis balls to be dropped on me.
Well, you did wish you were here, but obviously Jim Norton's more important, and we understand that. Thank you, Kenny.
No.
He takes, you know something? You guys are bastards with Kenny, because he takes that seriously.
Now there's going to be many, many emails explaining that Jimmy's not as important.
Dearest
you guys are all important in your own special way.
I hope I didn't do something that led you to believe that Jimmy is any more or less important than you.
All right, we get it. You love everyone.
I just blew it. There's going to be so many emails this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a conflict. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
And he's really sorry.
It's okay, Kenny.
No, I'm conflicted.
I heard Jimmy's.
I'm confused.
I heard Jimmy's killing down there at the Improv in Addison, and I heard there was some kind of lady with an asthma attack.
Yeah, he almost killed somebody with an asthma attack.
What happened?
Wow, killed with comedy.
It was actually a guy. It's not like New York. I mean, here, they can smoke in the club.
Oh,
so
boy.
I guess this poor guy got asthma, and halfway through Jimmy's set, he had an attack, and they had to take him out in an ambulance.
Wow.
So it was towards the end of Jimmy's set, and just before, this is how terrific Jimmy is, he ran out to the ambulance to see if the guy was all right. and like he invited the guy back, so maybe he can like try to kill him like tonight or something with another asthma.
Probably ran out to try to sell him a CD.
Yeah.
Cures asthma.
Yeah, no, we did real good on merch. Addison, Texas Improv tonight and tomorrow. He's going to be on Pugs and Kelly, too, at 1 o'clock if anybody's going to listen.
Jimmy will be all nice to the guy if he shows up at the club again. I'd like to introduce old Parrot Lungs back to the show.
I didn't say how handsome you guys looked in your outfits.
Oh, thank you, Kenny.
Holy mackerel. I was amorous.
That was a surprise to everybody.
Holy
Jump in Jehoshaphat. 23 Skidoo.
Yeah, we actually wore jackets.
Yeah, no, you guys, let me tell you something. Me and Norton were so proud of you. You smashed Howard. You told the truth. The truth be told.
The truth be told, indeed, Kenny.
Yeah, no, me and Norton, we were cracking up. And I tell you, it was a great segment.
Well, thank you. That's coming from you. That's very nice because I know you've seen a lot of these things, and I'll take that as a very good compliment.
No, let me tell you something. You guys.
All right.
You guys.
I know he keeps accepting the compliment.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. No.
No. No.
Kenny, thank you. We got to go.
Not enough.
We got to do like maybe 2 things before we get out of here.
I'm sorry.
Have a great weekend. I'll call you later.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Have a great weekend.
You too, Kenny.
Good.
All right. Thanks, Kenny.
All right. Bye. Take care.
Right. You guys want to talk about Schaefer beer?
Extra. Yeah. Oh, there's Bob Eatman. Come on over here, Bob. What?
Hey, Bob.
Super Agent Bob Eatman.
How uncomfortable does he look?
Wow.
Yeah, it was great, guys. I'm really proud of you.
Oh, thanks.
Fabulous job. You look like about 15, but you look great.
Yes.
And you both did a great job. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Bob.
Is your phone ringing off the hook now?
All the press are calling, and
are they really?
It's been great. And thanks very much for letting me pick up the bill. I really thought that was a smooth move by Eric.
All the calls were from Amex asking if his card was stolen.
They weren't. I've never charged anything like that before.
$2,400, not counting the tip.
Eric picked out.
He's got $120 left.
That's it.
That's all he's got.
That's all I have left. I can't get home.
Eric picked out. We said $1,000 on the air. How much was it?
$850 for one bottle of wine. It was a Magnum. $400 for another. And then, I don't know, desserts were like $200 and appetizers were $200. Unbelievable. He kept saying, don't worry, I'll split it with you. We'll go thirds with Tom. Tom gets up, goes to the bathroom.
Tom
left so fast.
Hold on, Tom admitted that to us during a commercial break when we were talking about the bill on the first half of the show. And Tom goes, I'll admit it, when that bill came, I may believe I had to go to the bathroom. He pulled the oldest.
He ran. And then after I signed the check, he said, I was going to pick that up, Bob.
Yeah, was.
What he said.
Now, he admitted to us that he was not going to pick that up.
There's no way submitting that to CBS. No way.
And then I heard Anthony cleaned out your mini bar with
and Eric. I've never
Elo
seen
too. Yeah.
Eric drank like 8 beers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah. So his mini bar got cleaned out. Bob took a pretty big hit yesterday for us.
You know what, guys? It was worth it. It's like a culmination of like 10 years of working with you guys, and I'm so proud of you. Can't tell you.
Look at Super Agent Bob Eatman.
Oh, give me a hug.
Great. Oh, look, they're hugging.
It's a legitimate hug. That's disgusting.
I don't touch people unless I've been drinking.
And I hugged for the first time in 12 years after
12 years after yesterday's appearance.
So glad I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was pretty gross.
You guys are losing your edge.
It was gruesome.
I'm wishing you bombed.
Yeah, I know.
You let your guard down. How about a BJ?
How about a hug?
I mean a hug.
Yeah.
But Anthony goes, come here. And I'm like, what?
Come here, you bastard. Unzip that fly.
We don't even shake hands. But we were hugging like
it was
idiots.
a manly hug.
I like how neither one of you can look at each other during this story.
No, it's just like,
we hugged. So we hugged. It was
awkward.
It was a special moment.
Yeah.
Special
You guys are fags.
There you go. Thank you.
There he is. The truckers love us.
That's what I said. All these town cars driving by.
Nah.
Let me show Bob.
With movers and shakers.
Let me show Bob the ratings for David Letterman.
All right. I didn't see these yet.
Why don't you read that to everybody?
The show last night received a 3.5 rating Is that 3.5?
That's a 6.
3.6. 3.6 rating, 9 share, which is better than the show has been performing on Thursday nights this entire summer. 3.4 over 8, and up over the show's average for the summer for all nights. 3.2.
Wow.
That's terrific.
All right. Is it 3.6 good?
3.6. Well, for that show, it's great. Sure.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's nice.
All right.
We pumped it up.
So they were smart in asking you back.
How cool
locking
is that?
you guys down so you don't appear on all the other shows.
Yeah.
But they'll be calling. They'll be calling, so looking forward to it.
All right.
You got coffee? Maybe you guys can hug again when you're done with it.
It won't be any more hugging. One time.
Kenny's not here, so I'll get you guys coffee.
No coffee.
Nah.
We got to sleep eventually.
We're fine. We're gonna really phone in this XM show.
Absolutely.
I'm sure you are. Eric deserves to focus on it for you to focus on.
Yes, it was all his fault.
I'll take over.
I'm going to pick up the slack. Don't worry.
It was all Elo's fault. He kept me out too late. So if we're going to blow off a show, it's going to be the XM.
After 1 o'clock.
I haven't even seen the show yet.
Pardon me?
I didn't see the show.
He didn't even see it
Oh,
yet.
yeah, that's right. You were sleeping.
I went to my room. I was trying to stay up. I made it to like 10:30.
I'm sure it's on YouTube already.
Yeah, we're hoping.
So. Are we still on the radio? Are we just kind of standing here?
Nah, we're still on the radio.
That's what we do.
I want to change things around, though.
All right, Roland, you're going to be our entertainment expert for the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah.
You've
Yeah.
passed
Got
the
a new
audition.
gig.
Thank you.
What do you think of our What do you think of our appearance on Letterman?
You guys did a really good job, though, because he doesn't really take two guests at the same time. So for them to invite you back is really good.
I think they covered all that.
He makes one of the most exciting moments in my life sound like a fucking prostate exam.
This guy really had it coming, I felt.
I hope we're in your friend category.
So far.
All right, so far.
No, things are going really nicely. Plus, I haven't had a chance to hear too much of you. I've either been on at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't currently get XM. I will certainly listen to you in the future. But I've heard nothing but great things about you, and you killed. I really thought you killed on Letterman last night.
Thanks, Danny.
Thanks, man.
So what's up?
I felt because people in TV don't get, like, people. I was at the Emmys the other night, and people that I knew hated each other were standing right next to each other being friendly.
Right.
And I thought David brought up a person that you actively hate and went out of your way and very ballsy to admit you hate that guy. And Letterman couldn't get that. Like, people in TV say, I hate you, and then, have cocktails together where, there are disc jockeys I would set on fire and make a hole on their chest. That's how people in radio hate.
It is a personal hatred, man.
And I thought you guys really pulled that off nicely.
Yeah, because Letterman was trying to get serious with that whole thing, and Anthony completely diffused the situation when he went into his Howard impression.
By the way, never heard that before. Brilliant, man.
He could have been mispronouncing.
Danielle.
Oh, my gosh. I've never called you guys before. Okay, I'm totally off subject, but I just woke up. I'm in California, and I watched your, I'm so nervous. I watched your Letterman appearance on my DVR, and I just wanted to tell you guys were so good. And that's it.
Thank you.
Are you on something?
I just woke up. I'm in California.
Are you shaking your hands as you're talking? Like, oh my God.
Hey, guys.
I'm totally shaking my hands because I'm so nervous, and I'm such a huge fan of you guys.
Oh, thank you, Danielle.
You guys. And I can't believe you guys were nervous. I think you guys were faking being nervous because you looked so relaxed and you guys.
I know, that's
so
the weird
good.
part, because the build-up, we admitted to everybody we were really nervous, but when we got out there, I don't know what happened. It just came together.
You were so good and so funny, and you guys looked great, and I loved watching you, and that's it.
Thank you, Danielle.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
All right, there she goes. She's in San Diego. Our new stalker. All right, we're out of here.
We're done.
Did Steve put up the
I need a
Letterman
nap.
thing? I don't know. All right. We were only going to do radio till 10, but...
yeah, see, you got bonus show, people.
Thanks to Roland. Well, we were allowed to take today off, and we said we should come in and talk about the Letterman thing over and over and over again. Bill Burr, thank you.
Bill, always
great.
a pleasure. Thank you for the book.
Oh, yeah.
BillBurr.com.
Enjoy putting your mouse on top of it.
Yes, I will.
BillBurr.com, right?
Yeah, myspace.com.
And we'll see you a week from today when we're in Philly for the O&A Traveling Virus.
Absolutely. Hey, when's Tommy Lee coming in?
Who? Tommy Lee.
Tommy Lee.
Tommy Lee.
Tommy Lee.
And this guy's name is?
Danny Bonaducci.
You gotta love him. How could you not?
Oh my God. It's unbelievable.
Wow.
Yeah, I love it.
Don't forget about the $10 lawn seats for the Camden show in Philly, in the Philly area. All the info's up on opieandanthony.com.
It's going to be a great time.
We got 10 comics. It's going to be amazing. We can't wait. And maybe we'll even get Roland up there to do a little something now.
Yeah, we'll give him celebrity names.
Just to pronounce,
all you have to do is just have, as long as they're spelt a little weird, that just gets in his head and he can't get it out.
How great in front
this
of
is the level moron that you've achieved, that we're actually talking about you like you're not even in the room.
We should do about 10,000 people in the Philly area. We should have him try to say Danny's name in front of everybody.
Yeah, just have the whole crowd. Deuce.
All right, guys, we had a lot of fun. Steve, what do we got? What do we got up on the website there?
We have the YouTube version of you guys on Letterman right now.
What is that?
It's a crappy version until I can get the real one up. I just got to shrink it down so it's not a 100 megabyte file.
Shrink it down.
Exactly.
Very complicated procedure.
Anything else, Steve?
And no, that's it. And the video of you guys arriving and throwing money to the crowd and leaving the Letterman studios.
Did he get that from the CBS people?
No, got it from
supposedly the CBS people are going to give us their footage that they used on the show. The raw
really?
footage, yeah.
I will get in touch with Maria Pope, the producer.
She was great.
Yeah,
she was great to us. Everybody at the Letterman studio was great to us. So thank you. I'm going to have a great weekend. I hope everyone else does. Thanks, Roland. Thanks, Bill Burr.
No problem.
Thanks, Brother Elmo.
Sure.
What are you promoting?
We're going to have that comedy night, Last Pest Standing, October 7th
Jesus.
at F.H. Riley. So if you want to do a bit, go to me on MySpace / Brother Elmo. Let me know what you want to do.
I'm buying beers at F.H. Riley's all
Where
weekend.
is that at, anyways? I always say you bring it F.H. Riley's.
It's in Huntington. We'll have to bring you out there. It really is a great place.
Do it.
No, I'm serious. It's a great place.
When I go out there when the Islanders have a game, is that along the way?
Yeah, we'll do an Islander Bruins game or so.
Nice.
And we'll figure it out. All right, guys.
All right, everybody. Great. Have a great holiday weekend there, Opie.
Yeah, why don't you guys hug to end the show?
There'll be no hugging.
Yeah, we're back.
These are the guys I know.
We're back to normal.
We're back to normal.
Good to see it.
We were just overcome with emotion yesterday after the appearance.
Yeah, we'll overcome.
All right.
Later, mother.
Oh, wait, I'll end with this from Inside Radio. The reviews are coming in. Opie and Anthony score on Letterman last night with their Howard Stern impression. You've got to admit, Anthony Cumia does Stern accent and I invented everything ego pretty well. The audience loved it. O&A tell Dave about getting fired in Boston and New York and then sitting on the beach and being bored for 2 years after Sex for Sam. Good first appearance for them on The Late Show.
And more to come.
All right, guys. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Tuesday.
Never talks. Opie just had that face like he was just going to do something stupid.
That was scary.
His feet were wiggling, and little chatty Kathy Anthony. Wow. Look, you chatted up. Why don't you let Ope say something?
Look.
I know you've been waiting a long time. But
I know how these things work. I can't stop yapping. I'm an idiot. I know.
So, Opie.
It was the first appearance ever.
So, Anthony, how did you and Opie meet? I private does.
I'm a chatty Kathy.
How funny is Ope, though? He doesn't change a bit. So, you really don't hate Howard. No, yeah, I hate his guts.
Well, yeah.
It was your venom just...
I'm really mad because during the interview, Letterman goes, if I had Howard on the next day, would he tell a different story? And we said, yeah, he probably would. But we were trying to get a laugh and out of the audience. The reality is we should have said he already admitted that on Sean Hannity's program. There's audio out there that Letterman could listen to.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of mad. That's the only thing I'm mad at, that I didn't tell Dave. No, you could see this for yourself, that yes, this is what he did. He admitted it on Sean Hannity.
We kept it light.
But whatever. It was it was a
perfect.
It was a great appearance. I got some stuff in. Ant got a lot of stuff in.
It worked.
Very chatty.
We go now. We go back.
You know, every time you talk, they zoom in on you and they zoom out of him.
Exactly what
that shot goes away. Do you know?
I didn't talk to the director of photography.
And I looked handsome. I wanted people to see me.
You look good. My girl said that. You look fantastic.
I watched it again because I hadn't seen it since the night it aired. And I was in a hotel room with a drunken Elo, so I really didn't see it at all. I was pretty hammered myself.
What was Elo doing besides trying to pry his face out of the minibar on his hands and knees?
Oh, we completely wiped out Eatman's minibar. We wiped out Bob Eatman's minibar.
Oh, was it Eatman's?
Yeah. So we went to see it up in his room. So it's me and Elo just ravaging Eatman's minibar, drinking everything. And by the way, Elo, I'm looking at you on Pal Talk right now. What kind of bender were you on that you didn't shave? Don't cover your face with your hand either.
Is he
growing a goatee? What are you doing?
The boss is growing a goatee.
Yeah, man.
It looks like Ricky Gervais. Stop it.
Hey, Elo. Get a razor, for God's sake. You're a boss.
He couldn't shave because he was having the DTs because he didn't have his alcohol this morning.
Yeah, he didn't want to cut himself with his shaky hands.
Elo's trying to turn into the cool teacher.
Yeah, you know what the cool teacher always did, though? Had sex with the underage girls.
Well,
what are you insinuating?
I didn't say anything. Anyway.
I'm so glad that happened to that chiseler Eatman. Oh, he's probably trying to laugh good-naturedly. He looks like a skinnier Roland, first of all.
We kept opening it up and go, what do you want? Elo is the host.
Yeah.
It's like he's rifling through Eatman's minibar. What, Amstel? Anthony, Amstel, Bud Light, we got it all here.
And that was after Super Agent Bob Eatman had to pick up the
$2,500 check for dinner.
God.
Not including tip.
Elo ordered two $1,000 bottles of wine.
Jesus.
Well, no, it was like...
it was ridiculous.
It was like... well, then we'd run out of money for the food. It was like $1,000, and then it was like $500.
Oh, it was
$1,500 worth of wine, and no one got drunk because you can only have a half a glass each.
In a trick I've only seen David Blaine do, the amazing disappearing Chiasano. When that check came up, he actually pulled a sheet around himself, dropped it, and he was gone. Nowhere to be found when that check.
He openly admitted it too.
Oh, I know. He said, "I ain't paying for this."
Yeah, God forbid you pay for that. It was great advertising for the Opie and Anthony show for Free FM here in New York City.
Could they all toss in a little bit?
No. Watching this was hysterical. It was just watching all the bosses together. I got the picture of the three of them. It was like watching Stalin, Churchill, and Roosevelt sitting down. It was hysterical. They all hate each other.
Right on.
But it's a tax write-off,
But it was
too.
not,
I mean,
it didn't matter.
Of course
Eatman picked it up. Eatman picked up the check and then misunderstood the bottom part of the check where it said...
total?
Total. It said that you tip this amount or this amount based on service. He thought that meant the tip was included. So he didn't tip. It turned out the guy had to come back, the waiter, and tap him on the shoulder and go, "Excuse me, you left no gratuity."
He had to tell him.
Shot in the foot.
Oh,
What do you mean I left low?
embarrassing.
$2,200. Oh, I
embarrass me in front of my friends?
Hamna.
We went to one of those hipper restaurants in New York, too.
That's okay. I'll pay for the check, Bill. Okay, Ralph.
So I was hoping we'd walk away, and then it would be in the post that we spent $2,400 at this restaurant.
And didn't
left no tip.
That would have been a good item.
All right, so this might be working. CD should be ready. Okay.
Look at that filler, people.
Look at it. We
just
brilliant?
rehashed
We're
what
brilliant.
we did last week.
We didn't even know we were going to go there. That's how good we are. We don't need scripts on this show. Do you guys prepare for your... No, we don't.
By the way...
There's a prime example.
Dallas, things are moving along nicely.
Yeah?
The Opie and Anthony show has a following in Dallas. They were animals. Great.
Where were you? The
Improv. Amazing. And the O&A, believe me, it's amazing. Every time I've gone back, it's gotten better, but this was just... Every show was
Last
great.
time I was there, too,
Nice.
there was a lot of O&A fans there.
That's good to know.
The best heckler ever in Dallas. He didn't say, he just laughed weird. Jay Davis. The guy, one of the O&A fans, just laughed just a little weird, just, wah! And he heckled him without heckling him.
That laugh where you don't think anything's funny? As
a comic, you're like, he's making fun of me. But no one in the crowd understood. He's just laughing.
Yeah.
But this guy was like, and just at the end would go,
By the way, getting back to the Letterman thing really fast, now that it's been a few days, I'm getting email. No one in Washington saw it because the Redskins game went late.
Oh, is that what happened?
No one in Buffalo saw it because there was a murder on the loose, and they had to cut in for live news.
Nice priorities,
and there was a few other cities. So you go to YouTube. It's all about YouTube and the Opie and Anthony show.
Yep.
Go to YouTube. Throw Opie and Anthony in the search, and you'll see some fine videos from this program, including our Letterman appearance if you haven't seen it yet.
And you can also, by the way, if you want to see that there was like a really weird outtake with Owen and Letterman where there was like a curse that got through on myspace.com/Jim Norton.
Oh,
no, I'm telling you.
Cheap. And then you got to go through swatches of material to decide what it's going to be upholstered in. And then that's, you got to take it home and look at it with the floor and the walls. Dude, what a boring pain this is. This procedure is. And every time I go there to this place, I'm a zombie because it's after we're done here. I walk into the place, sit down, and just looking at these swatches. And my girlfriend's like, what do you think of this one? I go, that's beautiful. That's great. Like, I don't...
Just let her do it. You don't care in the end.
That's what I said. I really don't care. I add in a little input. I'm like, all right, that really sucks, but that's fine by me and everything. And the woman that's working with us saw the Letterman appearance and said, I had no idea that he, was so talkative. Because I get that. What am I supposed to do?
Neither did I. I was pretty amazed by that myself.
Didn't it tip you off outside when Anthony had the wow stickers and he was just crossing Opie off them with the marker?
I did not. Opie got some very, very funny lines.
I had a chance to be a star. Well, maybe the next time we're on
You got
Letterman
some very good lines in.
I actually didn't notice, to be honest, that I didn't think that you talked that much. I didn't notice it at all until everybody said that.
I went back and forth, and then Opie had some great lines.
And some great facial.
Stripper line was great.
I had some great facial expressions.
The strip club.
And I clapped a lot.
You talked to Dave.
I thought Hollywood
some funnies.
I thought Hollywood would be calling me by now.
Hollywood.
Anthony, a star is born with Anthony on Letterman.
Disillusionment. No,
all the movie offers have been coming in.
Right.
I want that picture. Godfather.
All right, where are we? So, upholstery, neighbors, yeah. Justin in North Dakota, probably.
Or
Notre Dame.
Yeah, North Dakota.
Yeah, Justin, what's up?
I don't know, man. I suppose I gotta start out with you guys rock, don't you know? Fucking, I listen to you guys like 100 hours a week for 3 weeks in a row here, man. Never had to change the channel. You guys are awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Just awesome, man.
Thank you, sir.
Tried to call in for the third time this morning, but...
Wow, 100 hours in a row.
We're very famous.
Three weeks for 100. Wow. 3 weeks for 100 hours a week, man.
In that time, what was the best bid you heard?
Uh-oh, you guys...
all right, you got me.
Yeah,
too smart for me.
He knows.
Well, at least we know you've been listening, though.
Hey, it's time for another song parody from Dave from New Jersey.
Letterman. Oh, when they were on Letterman. Anthony, really good. Opie was stiff as wood. Was he scared of Big Letterman? Opie was off his game. Next time send Ant with Big A. Anthony did his shtick. Opie looked like his sidekick. Blew it on David Letterman. To them, it was a great appearance, except for Opie's disappearance on David Letterman.
Now that was hurtful.
That was very hurtful.
And kind of uncomfortable and inaccurate.
I was engaged. I was engaged in the whole thing. Of course. I didn't look as stiff as wood.
Watch it.
The only thing you did wrong was step on a really good laugh that you got just by talking after it, which I was in a bad mood that morning, got like a really huge laugh, and you were just chatting after.
Because I had more to that.
Who knows what to do after they start laughing?
How
long do you let it go?
Breaks.
And just hoping to get out of there without them chasing us around with pitchforks and a fire.
Well, that does actually throw you at a TV taping, is that what they do is they laugh and they clap
Yeah.
And it's like it really is weird with your timing because you're like, normally you say something, say that.
Yeah, you want to finish.
But when you pause like that, they laugh and then they clap, and it kind of fucks up your timing. You're like,
what do
normally
I do?
don't
And we're
pause
radio
this long.
guys. We don't get to see the audience reaction to what we do.
Yeah.
I was fine with my appearance on David Letterman.
You should have. It was a good appearance. It wasn't just a fine appearance. It was a good appearance.
You could check it out on
great
YouTube.
appearance.
YouTube. Search Opie and Anthony. Here's Coke Logic.
Explain to me about this. You're on satellite radio part of the time, and then you're on the terrestrial radio part of the time. Which part is which? How does that work?
It gets very confusing.
Well,
from
why don't you
6 a.m.
explain it?
Eastern to 9, we're on.
I'm sure you know. I know what he's playing off.
What happened?
In the beginning of the interview, I was ready to talk, and you just went steamrolled over me, and I even went like my mouth was open.
Wait. What did you say there?
Nothing. I was starting to say something, but see, that was the problem. You were turned toward Letterman. I was ready to go for the big answer of the question. My mouth was open.
What were you gonna say?
And then you see my reaction, like, all right, well.
Oh, shit.
I swear to God.
What were you going to say?
That's what he's playing off. I don't know anymore. It's a week ago.
Oh, my God.
But that's what he's playing off. Listen again. It's Coke Logic. Because my mouth was open. I even said, I think I got well out. I was gearing up. I said, well.
Who said the first thing on the show? Who
I
got
did.
the first
I
words
did.
on the show? Thank you. I'm not going to sit here now and take this abuse.
I did. And I guess that was too much for you, because then you got the...
no, it wasn't.
Then you got the next 1,000 words.
I did not.
Coke Logic again.
Explain to me about this. You're on satellite radio part of the time, and then you're on the terrestrial radio part of the time. Which part is which? How does that work?
It gets very confusing.
Well, why
from
don't
6
you
a.m.
explain it?
Eastern to 9, we're on.
I'm sure you
FM
know
radio,
because you were
but
there.
also
Go ahead.
XM.
But at some point, you actually get up and change studios, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, I was going to explain that, but why don't you?
Go ahead. One company didn't want us doing.
Why don't you explain what's in my head?
Studio.
Right. And this is all being broadcast on one or the other?
On XM. Yeah, we take wireless mics.
Well, why don't you
see how miserable New Yorkers are walking to work.
That actually sounds like it's a lot of fun.
That is hilarious.
Oh, that is a good one.
Oh, that is damn funny.
Now that one I like. Coke Logic, way to go. Good job, bro. Good job. And we're just kidding. I really, really enjoyed... what is this?
I love Eric Logan.
Pink Innos.
What?
Can I read the note Elo sent? We just got Pink Innos, the portable units. And this is Little Jimmy from Eric Logan. I know that you have many women in your life, some paid, some not. However, we are trying to move XM, make XM a viable business, and I'm not in a position to send you 500 Pink Innos. I'll get to work on that. So choose your favorite and pass it along or keep it and look sweet. I love you, Elo. Thank you, Eric, very much. These are great. Pink Innos.
And right from Yahoo Finance, Pioneer and XM introduced Pink Inno XM to go player with a portion of proceeds to benefit breast cancer research.
Look at that.
Doing something nice.
Limited edition, it says.
Pink Innos. Hey, what is this?
That's cool.
You get me if you get a picture with me and my Pink Inno, you're fired.
Without the headphones.
Ew, I don't want these headphones. These headphones stink. Oh, we both get the pin. Oh, I like the headphones. I'm sorry. It's for me. Yeah, let's get Elo on the phone.
Nice.
I'm a sweet boy.
What's with the gifts?
What's with the gifts? I have so many XM radios at my house that are, I think, plugged in. I got to start giving them away to people.
By the way,
I got a boombox. I got at least 5 of these Innos that I stole from the PGA when I was checking out the US Open.
Really?
Yeah. We all got them to walk around the course. They were, fully charged and activated, and I just walked off the course with them. I got 5.
Yeah, why not?
New contest, ladies. Who can suck the most juice out of my ball bag? You win a Pink Inno. Now, I have a question here because this...
Can we shove the Pink Inno into some pink and see if it still broadcasts?
Pink for pink.
Pink for pink.
I got this XM antenna headphones with it, which are like these headphones that go over. They have an antenna in them, hence the name. Are these the ones for the Inno, or are they just an additional, like, do I need to wear these to make for my Inno to work?
No.
I didn't know that.
Any headphone, earbuds type thing will work with the Inno.
I didn't know that because I have very tiny ears, so it's hard for me to use the hard plastic ones.
Yes.
So I haven't been using my Inno at home because I didn't think I could use regular headphones.
These just have the antenna built in.
They're just an additional help.
Yeah.
To improve the already great reception.
Okay.
Oh, very
well,
good.
XM does have good reception because of the repeaters. I get dropped in my car once every fucking week.
Yeah, I got a communique. Travis wants to know if he could have a pink Inno.
He does. It's called his pussy.
That was too easy, actually.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed that I went there.
Who wrote it?
I'll take credit, even though someone else wrote it.
Whoever wrote it, let's say goodbye to them.
Step up
Did
and
you write
be
it?
fired.
No, it was E-Rock.
Oh.
E-Rock.
Oh, I should have known that was an E-Rock communique.
Yeah.
Eric Logan, everyone. Trying to grow a goatee.
Elo.
Elo, how's the goatee?
Coming in good. I'm actually just not even shaving. I'm protesting.
Are you?
What are you protesting?
I have no idea. Something.
Something will come up.
Oh, great.
I'm looking for a cause.
I knew it would happen. You're losing your mind.
I'm protesting Bob Eatman sending me emails trying to still pick me up for half the dinner tab. He actually scanned the receipt and sent it to me.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
The receipt.
Tell him to suck it up.
So I replied back to it. And by the way, it didn't even come from him. It came from his assistant. He didn't even send it.
Oh, my God. What a
So I replied to his assistant and said, I have no recollection of this at all.
I believe it should have been a three-way split.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Yes.
So, you guys are doing... I guess we got to go down this road again today. We haven't gone down this road in a while, so relax. But good old Howie was...
How come every 2 seconds?
Good old Howie was commenting about our Letterman appearance.
Yeah.
Our Letterman appearance is up on YouTube. Just throw Opie and Anthony in the search. Everyone's talking about our Letterman appearance. We got nothing but great feedback.
Who knows?
Just about everyone's saying it was a perfect appearance for us.
Yeah.
All right, here are the facts. We went on Letterman. We did great. We did so well that less than 5 minutes after getting off the stage from doing the interview, some big-time producer, I forgot her name, that we didn't see in the whole process, comes running upstairs to our green room, and they booked us to be on in December. So we're going back on Letterman.
Immediately.
That's a great sign.
It was 2 seconds after we got back to the dressing room. We were invited back.
Right. I asked around. No one has any knowledge of Howard, stopping our appearance, by the way.
No.
Not one person. And we
Yeah.
got a lot of insiders over there.
All of his friends.
They were laughing at Howard, saying it's just him just doing what he does.
Yeah, 'cause
BSing his listeners, and at this point, BSing himself, because I believe that he actually believes what he says.
Says he has friends over there, that were saying, oh, this was forced. It was something that was forced on Dave.
Right.
So forced on him that he decided to have us back.
Yeah, so forced that not only did he have us on, he dropped a bunch of pre-recorded bits that were really funny to the audience.
Yeah.
To give us more time. We taped about 10 minutes and 43 seconds. They used every single second.
Yeah.
They didn't edit one piece out. One piece out.
It's a huge segment on Letterman. 10 minutes is a long time.
Almost 11 minutes.
Forced,
so they cut everything else out. But Letterman was forced to do it.
And he knows, Howard said he knows all these people over there.
Well, we know
all these people,
too.
We know people, and they had nothing but great things to say. They were thrilled with the appearance. And who does he know? They sure didn't meet us. Does he know a page?
Well, he knows people over there, that's for sure. But he's BSing everybody. No one said a thing.
No.
And the ratings came out,
crap.
and there was a nice bump up. It was just great for everybody involved. It really was, and we can't wait to go back on in December. So, of course, Howie had a comment about it, even though he says he doesn't care.
Every time you hear "I don't care" means care a lot.
All of our imitators are horrible. All of them want.
All of our imitators are horrible.
But you're hiring them. What?
All of our imitators are horrible.
Where's the Bubba clip where he says he's not going to work with a Bubba, another clone, another imitator, another? He's got all the until he needs someone to fill the time.
Yeah.
Then they're great.
Yeah, great.
Oh God, is anyone seeing through this crap?
I think they're starting to see through it. I really do.
To fill my shoes, and they can't.
Right, no, they can't.
They're all a poor substitute.
Have you tried listening to regular radio?
No.
Every 10 minutes, it's a commercial.
I don't listen.
Jesus Christ.
I don't listen to regular radio. Somebody walked in and said, "Oh, did you see Opie and Anthony on Letterman?" I said, "It didn't even enter my thoughts."
Wasn't on
Liar! Liar!
Didn't enter my thoughts. You know, even if it only entered his thoughts, it at least did that. I mean, be honest.
Not only did it enter his thoughts, he definitely saw us on Letterman. It's just what you do in radio. You see what the other guys are up to.
Right.
You definitely check it out to see what's going on.
Yeah.
It didn't even enter my thoughts. I don't care. I don't care about that. I understand I was brought up. Gary told me the appearance was dull.
The appearance was
dull. Gary told me.
You're going to openly lie to your listeners. We weren't getting huge laughs on Letterman.
Oh, my God.
Why the lying, man?
The appearance was dull. I thought it was a very funny appearance.
Sorry.
We got some huge laughs. It went 10 minutes and 43 seconds.
Jesus.
We were invited back. The ratings were great. You know, and how he uses his people around him, because he doesn't want to admit that he actually saw it, which he did. I guarantee he did.
Yes, stop it already.
So he uses Gary, his little puppet. Oh, Gary told me it was dull.
Gary told me.
Like you didn't see it, Howard, right? You didn't see us on Letterman.
It was dull.
Gary told me it was dull.
And let's just say,
which
for
is
the
an
sake
outright
of
lie.
argument.
Matter of fact, we have nothing to hide. Go to YouTube.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah.
We don't BS our listeners. Go there yourself, and you tell me if it was dull.
And let's just say, for the sake of argument, that Howard didn't see it, Gary did, and reports back. Is he actually going to go up to Howard and go, hey, it was a great appearance. Got some laughs. It was funny. Or is he going to go, it was
Knowing
dull.
Gary, a little bit anyway, I'm not going to admit that we know him a lot, but the little bit I know about Gary, he probably told Howard that we did well on Letterman.
That was dull.
But Howard can't admit that to his listeners.
And I was brought up. Gary told me the appearance was dull. They finally asked about me, and the rap about me now is that I say I invented everything. No, I don't say I invented everything. I just invented their act.
You did, Howard. You did, huh?
He invented in a laboratory. Get me another beaker. I'm inventing.
You know, it's
what an ass.
First of all, it's not our latest thing. From day one, we started mocking Howard and how he invented everything.
Invents everything. We got stuff from years ago.
Some of the lines that Anthony used on Letterman wasn't off the cuff. It was the whole breathing thing.
Yeah.
And the Marconi thing. That's a running bit on this show.
We talked about that for
Their latest
years.
thing is to say I invented everything.
Latest. Stop it. Latest.
And yeah, of course you were brought up, and we expected that Letterman was going to bring up Howard on our appearance. And the best part about it was that we didn't want to make it about Howard, so Anthony diffused the situation perfectly. Letterman really wanted to get into it because I think Letterman felt a little obligated, so he asked about Howard. And Anthony diffused the whole situation with a great Howard impression, and then got huge laughs from the crowd doing the Howard impression.
The crowd loved it.
Trust me, Howard, we could have got real ugly on Letterman, but we didn't want to. We kept it light and fun because that's what was going on during the whole thing.
James here in Brooklyn, why doesn't anyone ever hear this when we say it? Why doesn't anyone ever hear it?
What?
Where did he go? He hung up.
James.
Oh, I didn't even see him on the line.
Oh, he was on line 4, and
he's gone. Well,
he's
call
gone.
back.
He hung up.
Call back.
Because he's like, why can't you guys just admit Howard did a lot for radio? Did we ever say he didn't? Was there ever a day we didn't say he didn't do a lot for radio?
You actually said that on Letterman that he did a lot for radio.
Of course.
Right.
I said you'd have to be stupid and blind to not see that he did a lot for radio.
And there are guys before him that did a lot for radio.
Of course, he's part of the evolution of what radio
Howard
was
learned from
and what it's become.
Howard learned from the people before him. That's how creativity works. Look at your favorite band. Your favorite band will go, wow, my influence were Zeppelin, the Stones, and Kaja Goo Goo.
Yep.
And then, then that band is popular because they decide not to be a tribute band and play covers, but come up with their own stuff after being influenced by other people. That's just how it works if you're, quote, an artist or in a creative field.
Right. And then, but no one ever hears that. They only hear bashing, never give him credit for anything. Giving the guy all the credit he's due.
Absolutely. It's like when you look at Rich Voss. It's like, like people will say, he rips off Gallagher, but he was just influenced by Gallagher.
It continues.
No, I don't say I invented everything. I just invented their act.
I still have to point out that whenever you're on, they don't ask about Opie and Anthony.
Well, and quite frankly, I wish them luck.
Robin, you're a twat. A big black twat.
Oh, boy.
Stop kissing Howard's ass and speak for yourself.
Oh, Opie. Oh, gosh.
Sean Hannity didn't discuss Opie and Anthony when Howard was on, Robin? Yeah. You're going to make believe that didn't happen?
Didn't discuss and fess up to the gag order that was put on us?
You loser.
Come on. Be honest at least. At the very least.
I still have to point out that whenever you're on, they don't ask about Opie and Anthony.
Well, and
one of his last TV appearances was on Sean Hannity's show.
How long ago was that, by the way?
I don't even know. Robin. Here's the facts, because we try to stick to the facts here. His last TV appearance on Sean Hannity, Hannity and Combs, Sean brought up our names a lot and forced Howard to admit that there was a gag order on us back in the day when we were working for the same company. So why are you lying through your teeth?
And quite frankly, I wish them luck. I told you the truth. I was contacted by Letterman's people before they went on, and they said they got tremendous pressure to put them on from a certain higher up at the network, the guy who runs the network. And they asked me my feeling on it. I said, I don't care. I don't care. Go on every night. It's your show. Do whatever you want. I am so happy here at Satellite.
A little touchy. It's a little touchy there.
You could hear it in the voice and the delivery.
A little bit.
I study people. He cares.
Ooh, that is such a care.
When you start changing your voice, I don't care. When you start doing this face, I don't care.
Go on every effing night.
Because we all do it. I don't care. You give that face like, I really care, but I can't admit it.
Forced. He's talking to people, and he didn't care so much. And best of luck. How come last time you were saying that you could have us pulled from the show if you wanted to?
And we begged you to do it.
And we begged you.
We called you out. Show your power. You did nothing because it was false.
The guy actually thinks he has friends in this business. You don't have friends in this business. And he thinks all the people that he had relationships with when he had millions of listeners are still his friends. They're not. That's why he's not getting the guests he used to get. He's not getting the bookings on shows that he used to get. He's pretty much a very big fish in a very small pond right now. That's it. That's what happened. He went to a satellite. He got a big paycheck, but there's a fraction of the people listening to him, very small fraction of the people listening to him than used to listen to him. And the buzz just ain't there anymore. He's not doing TV. When's the last time he's done anything that made news?
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't even know if he's working.
Be honest. Yeah, no one even knows when he's on or off anymore.
Because it's not water cooler talk anymore. I'm not kidding.
He says, I love satellite. I'd love satellite, too, if they paid me $500 million to never come in. Jesus.
Oh, we trumped him so bad it drives him nuts. But he gets paid just a ridiculous amount of money.
See.
But it's driving him nuts that we trumped him and figured this thing out right in front of his eyes. By the way, this is exactly the Howard part from Letterman. It's quick.
And do you guys, you know Howard, of course?
Yeah.
But there's ill feelings with you and Howard?
Yeah, there's like this personal I guess you'd call it hatred.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a dull appearance there, Gary? There's one of the many big, huge belly laughs.
Ha ha.
From the crowd.
Har, har, hardy, har, har.
Is this dull, Gary?
Yeah, there's like this personal, I guess you'd call it hatred.
Really?
Yeah.
What do I do?
Radio wars are really stupid. But they're rarely based on real personal instances. But Howard really made it kind of personal behind the scenes.
So Howard doesn't like you guys, and you guys actually don't like Howard?
Nah.
There's no love there.
That's pretty much it.
But I mean, if you could step away from the personal involvement, one would have to acknowledge certainly that Howard was kind of.
I invented everything, Dave. Of course. People stood there, Dave, and I invented a locomotion walking. They stood there. It was all over.
Don't forget about
Actually, people just didn't do anything, and then the chest in and out called breathing. That was me, Robin.
We understand.
Yes. An applause break. Is that dull, Gary?
Oh,
you
an applause
effing liar.
I have to say that is not dull.
Thank you, Jimmy Norton.
Killing.
Just sick of the outright lies.
I'm getting applause breaks.
Certainly are. Even tipping your cap. Thank you. Thank you, Godspeed.
Thank you. Thank you.
Godspeed.
Well,
thank you.
And just a little more, and this is where Anthony becomes a huge star in his own.
Oh,
a huge star in his own. This was the showstopper coming up.
Is there a possibility one day that you'll be able to put your differences aside, do you think?
Maybe in heaven, Dave.
Really? It's that awful?
Really, it got so personal. Howard's a guy that, growing up for years, especially out on Long Island, I mean, great radio personality. You got to acknowledge he did a lot for radio and stuff. But you just, when the personal things came in, instead of taking us on the air, like he did so many other jocks, he bashed them. He went behind the scenes to bosses and said, if they mention me, have them fired. And it kind of it really blew me away that this guy, the freedom of speech guy, went behind the scenes to tell our boss to have us, shut up.
If Howard were on here tomorrow night, would he have a different version of this?
Probably.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Marconi ripped me off, Robin. I invented Morse code. .. me.
But
is that dull, Gary?
And at some point, you got to realize. Sure. He didn't invent everything.
No, but he clearly did. I think we can acknowledge he changed radio culture, this guy.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, Senator.
He did.
Yes, Senator. I felt like it was one of those inquiries.
See, Letterman tried his best to get real serious there, and Anthony.
He just wanted to be,
wouldn't have it.
I mean, the guys have had a relationship for many years as far as a professional relationship. Howard had been on his show. Increased his ratings when he was on. That's a known thing. I'm not going to sit here and lie like other people. I remember back in the late 80s, early 90s, it was an event when Howard would be on Letterman. You'd tune in and check it out because it could have been something outrageous might have been happening. You just would tune in to something you did. So they had a professional relationship, and I think Dave felt obligated maybe to just kind of bring that out, like, hey, look, I'm getting this out here, I'm laying it out here. Let's see how you guys react. And instead of sitting there and arguing and trying to defend our position, I think it worked a lot better just goofing on the whole thing.
Huge laughs from Letterman, huge laughs. Hey, before we take a break, Coke Logic came up with this thing. It's really, really funny. By the way, the whole Letterman interview is up on YouTube. Just throw Opie and Anthony in the search. But Coke Logic, I didn't talk as much during this TV appearance, but I got some stuff in. I'm fine with how it went down. I really am.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't want to sit right next to Letterman. That was the power seat and the seat of the most focused during the thing. But
he's not used to having two people on the couch either. Because that thing normally he has just one person.
Yeah.
So for him it was even a little odd to have two people there. It's just not.
It is a
what
weird thing.
But I was engaged and I was thrilled to be on Letterman. And I'm very happy with how the whole thing went down. Okay, we're a team here, and it worked perfectly. But Coke Logic, noticing that I didn't talk as much as Anthony. Some people said I didn't talk at all. I did talk. I got some stuff in. Coke Logic came up with this. He took our whole interrupting bit that we do.
Yeah.
And took the Letterman footage
and came up with this little ditty. It's quick.
It's funny.
Explain to me about this. You're on satellite radio part of the time, and then you're on the terrestrial radio part of the time. Which part is which? How does that work?
It gets very confusing.
Well, why don't you
6 a.m.
explain it?
Eastern to 9. We're on.
I'm sure you know
FM
because
radio,
you were
but
there.
Also
Go ahead.
XM.
But at some point, you actually get up and change studios, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, I was going to explain that, but why don't you explain
it?
Go ahead.
One company didn't want us doing.
Why don't you explain what's in my head?
Studio.
Right. And this is all being broadcast on one or the other?
On XM. Yeah, we take wireless mics.
Well, why don't you
see how
explain
miserable New Yorkers are walking to work.
That actually sounds like it's a lot of fun.
There you go. A little.
Why don't you explain it?
All right, we're really late. And don't forget, we're doing an extra half hour if you're listening to us on commercial radio today.